unexpected, brother.
It's natural, bro.
Yeah, man, ain't on the foolishness.
You want authentic, it's authentic.
It's crazy right now, man. Yeah, DMD podcast.
Come on, we're outside, outside, you see me?
These men are trying to set me. I didn't even know. They're just telling me we're filming already. Man, we're just out there just spinning something. Anyway, it don't even matter, man.
Like, man, never bought appetizer, you know? Man, patting them up, you know?
I got the flavours still. Come on.
What's the flavours?
Yeah.
Yo, it's been a long time. I've been willing. I wanted to get on with these, man.
Come on, outside, you got me?
Come on, family, man. A long time, man, you know.
I'm saying to you. So yeah.
You knew me when I had hair, you get me?
Well, long time should happen. My name is China. Man, voice. DMD podcast. We're gonna get this cracking, yeah.
Done, no.
Skiddy.
Oh shit, let me get the silent because.
You get me?
What you say? You used to have hair?
You're an idiot.
Did he know you?
The same times when you never had hair in your face.
I lied.
Right.
No, but did he know you them times when you had
I
hair?
didn't know, yeah.
What kind of hair did you have though? Like?
But don't let me bring out the high kid and play pictures and plaques.
Oh, you had the
Yeah, but that was 96.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I was 6 years old.
Exist. Oh, you were 6.
Yeah.
Oh, which I said,
Yeah, I was 6. Yeah,
16 maybe.
Hey, trust me.
This guy, you know. Come on.
Well, obviously, them and there's in the building. Hashtag DMD podcast, myself, smoke.
Come on, Big Rom. You can't even clone the done.
Big Wezzle, no intro, you done, no?
And my name is China, the man in voice. Don't worry about what I'm doing right now. These man just caught me on a one away. I'm just trying to just get this on right. So let's go. Let me turn
You
the
have to talk into the speakerphone.
Okay, yo. That's how they man are getting me.
Now this Yardy thing, man. It's a microphone, man.
That's
Big Yardy, man.
I get Michael's
Let
phone.
me just make sure all my. Cause I don't want to be
Look at that
that.
Michael Jackson.
I don't want to be that guy whose phone's going off in the.
Yeah, you can't be that
Yeah,
guy.
that one.
I'm not trying to be that guy.
Trust me, yeah.
I'm not trying to be that guy. Yeah, that's cool. That's good.
Well, what go on though? What you
That's the
saying?
man I'm
You
saying.
were just reasoning just before you come with, obviously.
Forward.
Get this.
That's the reason, huh?
Just before he forwarded, didn't it?
Yeah. You see wrong.
Now I come late still. What's wrong?
Yeah, fire for that.
That's what I'm saying.
What you doing? Watching football, fam?
No, fam. I was going to the shop getting beverages. I just come back from a wedding, innit, as well.
One beverage.
Felt like that wedding
Yeah, no, I got
pictures
two
of
still.
yesterday.
I knew you don't have Magnum, they have me one, so I knew you lot, innit?
You don't drink, man.
Yeah, but I drink, innit? You don't drink Magnum, so you don't drink Magnum. You can't rub out and
accidentally
get
left your one in the car.
We don't even think to bring you
The car
another
at
drink,
home.
you know.
No, my car's outside.
Okay.
We don't even think to bring you another drink.
Yeah, I don't.
I
No, you don't.
You know what
think.
it is?
He's not, how many years he know me?
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
No, because I'm thinking, alright, Wes don't drink Maggie, so I thought you was on some righteous path, like you're not drinking no more. I'll be honest,
lying.
bro.
Yeah,
I
he's
swear to
chatting,
God.
he's chatting
He's like,
shit.
when I bought the white rum the other week, he
Chatting
was,
shit.
yeah, come on.
alright, don't worry, man. We've got you next week, right?
Yeah, it's alright. I'm gonna
Trust
keep my
me.
sweets over here though still.
But yeah, man, welcome. How you doing?
I'm good, man.
Everything good, yeah?
Everything's blessed, man. Everything's
China's been hitting up the internet, causing up storm, you know.
Yeah, you know what? He was slightly explaining how controversy.
Yeah.
You get
No,
me?
you know what it is? He's been coming with the realness. Would you like to break it down, Chan? Because
Yeah, man. We can get into it, man. Let's go.
he's not Andrew Tate, R.I.P. the great one, Kevin Samuels.
R.I.P. the Godfather.
I know he's a man's guru, so I'm gonna let China take this.
That man's guru, you know.
You know what, man?
Or Kindred Spirit, you know, like.
But you know what? The reason it's not like I've even quoted it. He's just taking it off like what man's
Yeah,
saying.
the
Innit?
content.
It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like. So how can I put this? So I never intended on going on podcast. Like everything that I've been speaking about is how I've always spoken. How I've spoken to my friends that are women. How I've spoken between the man them. How I've always like colleagues and that know my, like, you know what I'm trying to say to you. It's always been this. But so I was working on a film set for the last 9 months. And I got really good opportunities on the film set, and I literally learned all the different parts of being on set. I saw the journey.
Come on, we saw the journey.
On a multi-million pound on set or production, right? And it started off just getting an opportunity from coming from the back of security, and I learned and I got myself from there to be put on the set, and then to be, I was getting trained as an AD, assistant director under some really big people. I had chance to learn video playback. I was getting trained by the Grips.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay, so
Getting technical with the words. Man, ain't from that world, you know.
No, so
the grip man knows.
The grips, you know.
I'll explain. So grips, how do I explain it? It's like a grip to a camera operator is like a golf caddy to a golfer.
Okay.
So if you want to shoot something, let's say you want to shoot something, what grips are going to do, they like the camera people shoot it, they don't actually move the cameras or set them up. They just shoot. The grips are the people that actually come and reposition the camera. So every time the camera moves, the grips are the people that move it. So for example, if you wanted to do, let's say you wanted to do you was doing an action shot and you was running across a building, top of the building, what the grips will tell you is what equipment you need to use, the best way to do it. So if it's going to be, let's say on a crane or something, or if it's going to be strapped on a rig to someone's chest, basically they're going to figure out the best way on a wire. They're going to figure out the best way to go and do it. So I learned from them as well. I had opportunity to learn from the Sparks, the electricians on set, and they're the people that do the lights. And even costume, I almost got into hair and makeup. You know what I mean? Like,
but you covered all the.
But I literally covered all of it, right?
Yeah.
And so,
as in you was gonna do the hair and makeup.
Nah.
Man, just out here putting in guys' weave, you know. Just a part scalp, you know.
Shout out to the hair and makeup girls, man. They showed me love, innit? So basically, I had a lot of love on there. I also managed to get my drinks. Ice slush you. I haven't got any drinks today, should have had drinks.
But listen,
the ice slush,
you know how much meaning fell out about that because he said he said I'm lying that I know you.
No,
because about the time
I
said about ice slush,
because he kept telling me, I'm gonna get, and I'm saying next week. I'm like,
no,
bro,
he really is.
Yeah,
okay,
he couldn't deliver it though.
No,
man have something on.
you know, he did me dirty because man shouted me before carnival and certain events.
Okay,
like,
so it was a bit too busy.
And he's like, yo, I need my thing, and he's linked, man. Or if he can't link, man, he's gone to the shop. He's asked me what shop can I get. He's gone there. Man sent me pictures. Said, yo, I got my thing. Don't worry, I'm good. Like,
and they didn't bring it.
I didn't bring that. Man.
That was man was going out, fam. Because man was like, listen. It was mission.
We're hotting man up now, you know when the man's starting now, like.
Yeah, my watch ain't working or something. I don't know.
So obviously I've come out of there after it finished, and then I've done some commercial set days and some music videos and stuff for assisting and stuff. But it was really so I've always been a creative person, and
which we know.
Like we don't have to do all of that now, but I've always been a creative person, and I think.
What kind of
thing?
You're missing.
Like, but you have to remember
the story goes left.
But I don't know.
Yeah,
I need to understand.
Stop. You don't know each other.
Hold on.
I'm trying to understand.
Stop. Wait 1 second.
But we got time. I want to know.
We're going down rabbit holes, and then you're gonna forget the original story.
No, I won't forget the original.
No. He's gonna forget.
Yeah,
we'll get to this.
We can come back to who I am and my journey, but let's just get to this one, innit? No, because it's gonna.
It's just tree identities.
No, because
it's an evolution.
Yeah, and
okay.
No, because I'm only really understanding my evolution now. I'm only really understanding who I am now, and that's not honest. So it's kind of like for us to go back now, it will just kind of confuse it, but we'll go back. You know what I mean? So this chapter of my life, So then I've come out now, and I'm feeling inspired. My friendship circle's not really the types of people that I can do these things that I want to do. Like, you know what I'm trying to say to you? I've just been exposed to different types of people that have opened up my mind creatively, that have taught me things, that have given me books, that's given me, you know what I'm trying to say to you? That have taken me out with that. You don't understand what type of life. You saw it, innit? Like, I was literally A-list, bro. Like, do you get me? Doing mad things. So, and with people that just looked at you for the thing inside of you, know what I'm trying to say to you, innit? And it made you feel like, actually, you know what? Yeah, I can do this. Like, you know what I'm trying to say to you? So that's kind of what I got from that. So I've come out of that, and then, like, my boy G-Shock, shout out to G-Shock, to get me Headley. He said to me, look, I think you need to, I got something for you that I think would be really good for you. And he showed me Pearly Things podcast, the pre-game show. And I've seen them before on social media, and he was like, but you need to go on the platform and just be you. And I've got you an opportunity to go on there already. He didn't even I didn't even ask.
He already patterned it. But he knows. But he knew. He saw the saw the potential.
So I was like, but okay. So one thing. So I've been doing a whole no face, no case for the last 5 years. I haven't shown my face on social media.
Yeah. So I don't know how he's gonna get him on the pod.
Yeah.
I was gonna come in the belly or something.
K-tracting.
No, but literally, like I was, and initially, what that was because I wanted to separate me from the brand of drinks that I was doing, because I didn't want
people.
Yes. I didn't want people to. First of all, I wanted it to be about the drinks. I never wanted it to be about me. When you make something about you, you need to be a face of something, and you need to be there to sell it. When people buy the drink just based on the drink, it becomes like any other thing. So we're drinking appetizer.
Yeah, we don't want.
Yeah, we're not really give away.
Oh, sorry. So
We're drinking the drink.
So we're drinking the drinks that we're drinking, yeah. But you don't know who owns it, but you buy it anyway. And you trust it. You drink it. You can walk past the guy that owns that you wouldn't know, and that's what I experienced with my drink. I see people drink my drink every day. They don't even know when they're like, what you? They can't put it to their mind how that can happen, but that's what happened. So yeah, so that's the reason why I didn't know face no case. But then at some point, this thing that I did to kind of mask my identity or whatever, it started affecting me mentally. I didn't realize it. I just didn't like my face. Like, I just couldn't take a picture of my face in it. Like, it just, I don't know. Something at some point something happened to me and I didn't realize what happened.
Because it's been so long.
It's been so long that when I started seeing my face, it just felt weird. Like, bro, and you'll get people saying, oh my God, like, what's wrong with your face? Like, you show your face, you're a good looking guy. You know, all the other stuff, yeah. Like, my mum would be like, no, why don't you show you? Like, all that stuff, but I just couldn't do it. And then I think when this opportunity came, it was like, bro, he was like, you have to show your face.
Yeah.
Like, this is not gonna
Can't happen.
It's not gonna happen unless you show your face. And I patterned it for you, innit? So yeah, so it was kind of like, okay, cool. I kind of was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. So we went for the first show that we went, and yeah, it was nervous, but I went and I was myself. And then from that moment I was myself, it went really well. Then I was asked to come back. And then when I went back, I ended up getting a really viral clip. It's called The Greatest Advice to Women. It's currently on YouTube on I think 9 million views on the shorts. Wow. It's Just Pearly Things most successful video on a channel. Shout out to Pearl as well. And then that was kind of, I didn't even know he did that because first of all, it started off with 1 million, then 2 million. People start saying, bro, like I'm seeing your stuff everywhere. I'm like, what? Yeah. Then some man, like my cousin sent it to me and it was like, look, bro, he was like, I don't even follow this. And it just popped up on YouTube. And then, yeah. And then it just started and it started. And then,
mad,
yeah, like I just, and at that point, it was kind of like, it felt like, yeah, like that was a bit of, it was validation because a lot of people were commenting off the thing and it was creating conversation. So then at this point, I just knew that, the streets are effing with me and that. Well, not even the streets, bro, like the globe or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it was causing conversation of what I was saying. It was saying it was controversial, but it really wasn't. It was just me saying.
What was the comment?
So it was.
Because remember, you were saying that you was getting some.
Yeah, so it was. So the first one was the one that I was saying was The Greatest Advice to Women. It was me basically saying. Let me see if I can recite it. Look. Basically, it was me saying that. Look, if I've got a diamond chain on my neck, yeah, it's worth a lot of money. If I choose to go and walk around in some hood place, yeah, and I've got this swinging around my neck, and someone robs me, who's gonna feel sorry for me? Nobody, right? Yeah. I should be able to go wherever I want, go where I want, and do what I want. But that's not reality. Yeah. And if I have a daughter or my nieces, I'm going to teach the babes, my darling daughter, my niece, you can go wherever you want. You should be able to do whatever you want, where and be whatever you want. But we live in a society where there's demons, yeah? And it's because of these demons that we need to move a certain different way. This used to be called streetwise. So when you do this thing, it then started hitting with, you're trying to victim shame, you're trying to do, and it just started a whole narrative. Tate said this and this fanboy and da-da-da-da. And I was just like, what? I'm just saying what.
No, it's true what you're saying still.
I'm just saying what my mum taught me, how I taught my sister, how we was taught to be streetwise.
But you know what it is? Because I feel like that same sentiment's been done on Clubhouse, you get me? And I don't know what it's a bit mad, yeah, but I don't know what it is about women. Sometimes they're in denial of things, or they don't want to be told something. When, from a man's point of view, when we're talking from a danger point of view, because man are in danger all day. Fam. We leave the yard, we can get into beef with man them. We can, you get what I'm saying? We understand the ego side of things, innit? And how some man can move, innit? So when we try and explain this to women don't understand how that we're telling them from a protective place, you get what I'm saying? And they're just thinking, like, don't tell me what to do. We should be able to do what we want. But we're trying to say, there's some madman out there that not even the man them can control. So if we can't control them, what do you think is going to happen? We need to, you get what I'm saying? Because the reality, everyone's a danger to a man. You get what I'm saying?
If you check it, they've got ego as well. Because it's like saying, like, what, am I an idiot? What do you mean I can't wear what I want and can't go where I want? Well, who's going to stop me? There's a lot of brothers that are going to stop you. This is the point.
Yeah, this is the point.
It's not trying to Not trying to belittle you or trying to... Like, I don't understand. It's crazy.
Yeah, like, so it's like... So, basically, there seems to be a thing where, like, what they will say, oh, you know, you need to teach men or teach these boys not to do these things. And I'm like, okay, cool. Yes, you do. But you have to understand, there's a certain proportion demographic society that will never change.
They're unteachable.
They're unteachable. They're unchangeable. Yeah. These people that do the worst types of crimes to kids, to women, to like, they know you're not supposed to do this. Yeah.
Let's educate them.
Yeah. No.
But they educate a grown man that feels like what he's doing is not wrong.
Yeah. So what we need to do is we need to take extra steps. It's like saying this, right? Why do we have car insurance? Yeah. Why do we lock our doors? If people shouldn't steal. Just don't steal. Let me see you try this, yeah? Leave your keys in your car, yeah? Leave your door open, yeah? And then when someone steals your car, when your insurance company say what your car, say, oh yeah, I left my keys in the car. They'll be like, why did you do that? Be like, yeah, because people shouldn't steal. We should teach people not to. Your insurance is invalid, bro. Yeah. You didn't do due diligence to protect yourself.
They're like, I'm so glad you said that.
They're like, so thank you, we don't want you paying, yeah? Because even though all of those things, you're supposed to protect it because if people shouldn't kill or steal, yeah, or do all the other crimes, why do we have police? If people we just teach people.
Yeah.
So that type of mentality is just stupid. Do you get me? Because we're talking about the unteachables. And the unteachables, they ain't never going to follow society's rules. They're always going to do whatever they want to do based upon their urges and whatever disgusting thing it is, right? Yeah. So what I'm saying is, rather than wait to teach, no, let's mitigate certain scenarios and avoid things happening. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so if you're going off that point, so we got these youngsters. Let's just say some of them they're far gone. They might be generations deep on the road thing. They're not listening to you. They're not hearing nothing. So we're now saying that to our kids, for example, like we've got no-go zones now. Do you think that will be the way going forward? For example, you got children. Our children are decent.
Yeah.
Like for example, there's that we're saying what you can't go. For example, I keep saying example, I'm actually using this example.
I like. I'm waiting for the example. Also, it's like I want to tell him the example, but I don't know.
I hear you, but I don't hear you. Yeah, so like there's awesome chips in Wood Green. I'm not on the youths going there by themselves because you could go there just to go get chips.
Yeah.
But some next youths could just be on you, like, but you're not from right. Do you understand? But they're not coming to try and take over your ends. They're not trying to like say what. They're not going to make no Snapchat saying what in your ends buying chips. What you saying? No, they just come to buy the chips and go home. But I'm not on them going there.
Yeah.
Because that's the reason why I'm asking you, because I'm already on that. Like, no, it's long. You can't go there.
No, because us growing up in the ends, we know what. It's a bit hard, innit? Because you have to give them some sort of freedom, innit? And for us, look, if man didn't get the freedom, man wouldn't be streetwise. Man wouldn't have known certain things or know certain people or whatever, which is mad. But at the same time, because we understand the road and whatever,
how can you? Yeah, it's mad.
It's like, how can you let them out? It's mad. You get what I'm saying?
Like, I hear that, but then I think to myself, like, everything I do is, I don't have any kids right now. God willing, I'm gonna have a good, large family, but I will do everything in my power to avoid them to having to go through anything I went through. And when I say that, it's not like I didn't have a good upbringing, so I did. In actual fact, I was thinking about it the other day. I had quite a privileged upbringing. Growing up. Yeah, do you get me? You know what I'm trying to say to you? And it's only because I can look at what some of my friends have had, and look at some of look at girls that I know, and then I'm like, I actually had I grew up in a 7-bedroom home, like that's how it started off with me. My dad was a diplomat for most of my life from Cameroon. Like we came was the first generation over here. Like, you know, I lived in Golders Green and Finchley. I went to school in like I said, the Golders Green, like primary school, and those types of things. Yeah. That's how it started. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Where it ended off, that's another story. Like I said, there's different chapters of this. But I had a very good upbringing. I didn't want for anything growing up. Like when we was young, I had every single computer, had Sky, didn't like so I'm saying we had drivers, you know what I'm saying to you, like this is the life I grew up in.
Drivers?
What do you mean drivers? What do you mean?
Yeah, my dad diplomat, so he had a D on the plate, so we used to have
okay.
Yeah, I heard that.
How working yard is
Well, so you had a driver to drive you to school?
So he was like a prince then?
I actually am a prince.
Yeah, you're a prince. See, yeah, man, know them youths in school, man. Yeah, he's not a prince. When he said that, what? You're a prince. Yeah,
You know the one there, man, I laugh like by the school, like, your dad drive you to school. Nah, that's my driving,
That's
you know.
my driving.
And it's like the reason I want to talk about it is because this is kind of what is formed my identity and it's formed how I see relationships. I remember my dad buying my mum a Mercedes for their anniversary. Like, he went to Germany when I bought it and made sure it was left-hand drive because, you know, Africans, we like to send everything back home at some point. You know, it's back home, now, but even in them times, he was thinking about that.
I went to Germany and got
my dad educated my mum, and my dad's got 2 PhDs, mum's got 1, and he put her through education as well. And that's a story that later on, when things slightly change a little bit, it shows what happens when you empower your woman as well. So basically, I come from a good upbringing. There's 5 of us all together. My older sister, she went to boarding school. She went to school with the Sultan of Brunei's kids. They were best friends. She used to do ball girl at Wimbledon. She had the whole that whole thing. You know what I'm trying to say to you. And so that's the upbringing that I kind of come from. So that's kind of what shaped how I see things, and kind of how when I step into this space and I speak. A lot of times, what they'll try to do, they try to discredit you. A lot of these new age feminists, because to be honest with you, I don't have any problem with the initial aim of feminism. Women have the right to choose. Women have the right to vote. Of course, sovereignty over their body, all of that stuff. The equal pay, all of that stuff. I fully agree with it because
100%.
But where it's got to now,
that's the problem.
Wild.
What they call toxic feminist or whatever. And I like that because they try to call toxic masculinity, and there's nothing toxic about being masculine. You know what I'm saying? So they try to,
they try to rub it out.
Yeah, of course they try to rub it out.
But what we need to do is, whenever they say that, we need to pull them up and say, no, we need to stop that. There's not such thing as toxic masculinity, because nothing is toxic about you being masculine. That's a natural thing. It's like saying toxic femininity. There's nothing toxic about being feminine. Actually, if you're hyper feminine, that's a very, very good thing to have, because men, do you know hyper feminine women, they're like, like they just so prim and proper.
Yeah.
You don't meet them often.
Especially not nowadays.
No. But when you do meet a hyper feminine woman, you can tell. You like.
Do they even exist?
It's mad. It's mad.
But they ain't breed like dinosaurs. Trust me.
Yeah, breed. You know, like endangered species.
T-Rex, blood. Trust me,
Endangered.
I'm telling you.
Only 20 left across the worldwide.
Trust me. Yeah, I hear you though. Yeah.
So I don't. So, go on.
So my response to that is, do you not think a lot of women, because of how the system, everything's set up, and how family situations set up, they've had to become masculine. Mm-hmm. They've had to step up, because there's no point being prim and proper, because shit ain't gonna get done. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Oh shit, I need this built. There's no man coming to do it. Oh shit. All 2 months later, it's still sitting there because that's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not in it. So a lot of them had to have, you know what, boy, I have to get on with this. And I have to.
But
so you say you can't have a, was it hyper feminine single mum? You saying?
No, because most girls are not trying to be single though.
No, but what I'm trying to say is, it's hard to find that, because a lot of them had to say, listen, if I don't do it, I ain't gonna do it.
No, but maybe if they didn't have that attitude and found a man that they want to be submissive for and keep the man, then the man.
Yeah, but I'm giving you the example of, okay, I done that.
Girls want to do everything on their own. So now man feel like they don't need to be in the yard. So alright, cool, do your thing.
But someone probably made her feel like that. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
No, but she might have made the man feel like. When we talk about the
toxic masculinity, this is a knock-on effect.
If the woman's feeling too strong, and obviously when Beyonce's come out with all this independence, it's made the gal feel like, yo, I actually don't need no man. I can do all of this on my own. Then they start doing everything on their own. Then they complain. Do you know what? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like I said, what about the time when the man should have been there doing it and no one done it?
But bro, okay, so what we're doing is and I hear what you're saying, and we should ask about it, but I'm gonna have to flip it around, because we're blaming men, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be like,
women are, but you have to like, both sides of the argument. You can't just because.
No, but what I said, no, we can't.
You sounded like my man. Let's not go there. All right, let's go.
So what I say is, it's like, so what I say is like, so women are responsible for all of their choices. Unless it was a crazy mad thing scenario, you're responsible for your choices. So you just like women are responsible for the men that they pick and they choose, right?
Yep.
And the problem is a lot of women go. So 100% of women go for the top 20% of men, and these are the men that are 6 foot over 6 foot. These are the men that have options who other girls want. They could have money, they could have status. It could just be like they're just exceptionally good looking, and so. When you go for these men, you're already going for the men that can cheat.
I think I like this episode. Let me sit up and really engage what's going on still.
No, so when you go for these men, you're going for men that have access to multiple women, right? And the reason why women get mad is because they all see the same 20% of men, but they don't see the guys that are stacking shelves. Yeah. They don't see the guys that are studying. They don't see the guys that are living at home.
They don't want them,
at home with their mother, but they're trying to build something better. They don't see that. They just see, as we call here, the Chads and the Tyrones, the guys that have access to multiple women.
Tyrone,
Tyrone. Shout out Tyrone.
No, but essentially, so it's something that they say because essentially these are the Tyrones are the bad boys, right? These are the guys. You know the man's out of the Tyrones. Yeah.
Yes, we do, Ty.
Tyrones.
Was that you?
No,
Was that you?
Why is man doing that?
No, upset tweet.
Yeah, so it's like, so you know those guys that get bare gal in it. Man will pull up, gal know he gets bare gal, but he will still get that girl, yeah? These guys will have multiple baby moms, have one, but and they'll still get another woman to have their baby, right? Yeah, and she'll happily.
Why is this guy busting?
She'll happily do it. You know what I'm trying to say to you?
100%.
Yeah. Okay, so when women go and do this,
You sure you ain't Tyrone?
when women go and do this, then later on, when he acts like Tyrone's supposed to act, yeah, they get mad. But he only did what he was always gonna go and do.
Yeah.
But if you, I'm not saying guys that aren't as whatever won't cheat or won't be disloyal. But what I'm trying to say to you is certain men never get a look in. Yeah. So women think that every man is having sex because they are having sex with the men that are having sex. You understand? Yeah. Most men are not getting it, bro. I'm being honest with you.
What did I tell you today?
Like most men, they only see the men that are getting it. Next time you're out, next time you're shopping or something, or just on the road, just look at all the no pussy getting out there. Just look at all of them, bro. Just look. Yeah.
What was the
don't look at you.
Just relax, man. Just let him raise in his bag, fam. Just allow him,
we
fam.
had the same combo today. I said to him, I wish man was ugly, fam, because the troubles of having...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, bro.
Look at this guy.
Can we breathe in the room?
Nah, bro. Because of this man...
I wish I was ugly. God, it's so hard being
because it's peak, bro.
Oh, is it?
Nah, it is peak, fam.
That ain't got your problems.
No, but I'm saying you don't know, bro. Like you don't, like I'm saying, all of us man get good results, yeah. So you don't know what it feels like to be a guy that hasn't. You might have, like it's been so long since you've been that guy that could, bro. Look at you, bro. You're getting all the gal like. So I'm saying, I'm coming in on roll and that.
One to me, one to my name, you know.
Nah, but bro, like you have to understand something, yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
Like there's a guy here that like us as men, we can go into a room and see a guy that and say, yeah, this guy gets gal. Like we can look at a guy and say, just the same way a woman can look at you and say this guy gets gal in it. Yeah. So if she chooses to go for you, she has to understand what comes with going for you.
But gal like getting man that a lot of girls are attracted to.
Of course, because they feel that they want something.
Yeah, but the thing is, so when you go and do this, you don't get to go and complain because even good girls do this. So what tends to happen, girls spend so from 18 to 28 is the girls' prime years, yeah. This is the time when they go out, the whole world bends for them. You get me? They go into clubs, everything gets for free. Man, I'm always trying to take them out. But this is when girls will get proposals and they'll turn it down. But if they want to go live their life, yeah, cool, innit? But then during the 18 to 28, when we was of age, bro, do you remember what it was like, bro? But we weren't getting no girl like that, bro. You had to get the one you can get, but bro, them ballers that will pull up in the BM compacts and they had the R6s, bro, they were chopping the Avrexes, they were chopping all the gal there, the reason why I'm saying it is, because we had to watch that. Them uncles that in West End were popping up them bottles, were pulling up in all them.
It's real.
Now gal coming to school with an Avrex jacket bigger than them, you know. What do you jackets that?
We went to school in a crazy time. Man will pull up an XR2, I had to pick it up. Do you know how crazy it is when you think about it? Man were outside, you know. Man were outside.
Big 30 on 16,
yo. Outside everywhere.
One brother older breeding one girl in my ear.
Yeah, but it's real. So girls. So the reason why I say this is because when it's been 18 to 28, and then they don't see us in it. these years we didn't get bitter, we got better. So what happened is we went and did all these different things that we said, all these different channels that we had to go and do to get to the point of where women can see us now. So now we're in the 30s and we're the guys that girls want to see. So they're still outside. So they're gotten tired of Chad and Tyrone. They've had their body count is run up, their mileage is run out. A lot of them come with trauma now. Some of them come with kids now, innit? Yeah. And now they want to chat to us. But the problem is they're outside and the new set of girls are outside. So now you're in the 30s and they feel like we should have to take them, but we're not taking them because there's a whole set of women in their 20s. So they start getting mad. They start saying, "Oh, older men just want younger girls so they can manipulate." No, but you've wasted your prime years and you want it to be fair.
You know, you see what he's saying is
but life isn't fair.
Truth,
yeah, bro, life isn't fair.
You got to hold that because it's real.
You have to hold that.
I don't hear no lying.
They're scrambling, and some of them, like when they were looking good in the early 20s, when they're touching the 30s now, you're like, you know, have you ever seen one of them girls that was Chris when she was younger, when she's older now? You're like, wow.
Yeah. So they want it to be fair.
Hey, apart from that one though. About how much she's from space or something. Yeah. And still be like, she's one in the billion.
Yeah, one in the billion. She's the only one.
So they want it to be fair, but life's not fair, innit? So, and this is where...
No, but it wasn't fair...
For us.
Exactly.
But we had to take it, bro. We had to take it, right?
Furthermore, it was even worse for us dark-skinned brothers.
Oh, yeah. Blick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man was struggling
back in the day.
Southgate and Barnet College, it was a light. If you was light skinned, my guys were doing real well. We came up later.
The
light skinned brothers
out here, you know.
When T.I. came out and all of these things.
But I can't lie. I used to obviously with Terry Manuel. I used to be with him every single day, and I got it in, but damn, it wasn't easy. Well, I used to roll a gang of light skinned boys, bro. So I'm saying to you,
similar.
But you know what it was? I was always that one where they'll be like, "Oh yeah, bring a light skinned boy," and they'll bring me instead of dark skinned boy. I'll finish. You know what I'm trying to say? I was a finisher.
It's true that I had that phase where I was rolling with beer light skin. Shout out Sammy Jazz. I used to roll. I used to roll. Couple lights. Bring them in car. You ain't really got game, you know. You just
light skin man never got game, but they bring in all of the gang.
They never had to.
They never had to. Yeah, they never had to. But you see when
I hear sometimes you're standing next to them when you're hearing them chat like.
Yeah, but you see when you coming through the personality now, they're like, "Raw, what's going on?" Yeah, it's man.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah,
but I can remember. I can actually remember. Like, it's so weird because I can't remember when when I started getting money, bro, things just changed. Like when real money started getting in, things just changed. Because naturally inside you feel different now. Do you get me? Because you've been through stuff, innit? Do you get me?
Your hard work's paid off.
Yeah, your hard work's paying off. Like things are starting to click together. Like you start feeling more complete as a man. But that's come after going through bare stuff, you know what I'm trying to say to you. Yep. And I know what it feels like to have a girlfriend for a long time and for her to leave you, to try to build a business and try to include her and she don't believe in it. Like, I know about all of them stories, bro. So I'm saying to you, but in the end of the day, I just, like I always said, like what I try to put out to the youths and that is that short-term loss for long-term gain. Like, you don't have to rush anything. They lied to you, bro. 40's gonna be great, 50's gonna be great, 60, hey, you're gonna... Listen, the types of people I follow on social media lets me know that my life is only litting up. Like, you have time, but if you rush it, it just will just crumble because you're gonna feel like I need to do things right now. I need to compete with this person, and you're not gonna let things compound and build, right? And our people tends to be the only people that do that. So when you understand it a little bit more, when I speak to you, so I'm like, don't rush. If these girls ain't on you, don't worry about it now, bro. Just go. It's not going to be nice now. You're not going to be getting the girls now. You're not going to be the guy now. You're not going to have the whips now. It's not going to... But the guys that do it now, I promise you, more time they're not going to be able to keep it consistent throughout the whole time. You know what I'm trying to say to you?
They have to have their fall off at some point.
Yeah, I'm not trying to wish they downfall, but if you start off early, it takes a... That means if you start balling at 20, like a lot of people, have you got a ball for the rest of your life? Yeah. It's not easy, bro.
You don't get no days off.
But you don't
with the social media thing.
You see,
no days off.
Like, you know, like you don't get no days off in this thing once you start putting that energy out. So a lot of times is we start off young, early, because you have more access to doing certain things and whatever. So you come up real quick. But then if you don't transition, or if you, in actual fact, you're not actually gonna go nowhere. You know what I'm trying to say? You're actually going to stay where you are. And then by the time you realise, a lot of times it's kind of too late. So that's kind of how I look at things, man.
It's because, you know what it is? It's just we weren't taught on to build and live at the same time at an early age. You get what I'm saying?
We weren't shown that either.
And a lot of when we was younger, it seemed like 30 was the target, and once you hit 30, you're old and all of these things. That's how it felt back in the day. Like you looked at 30-year-olds, like, I'm old.
Football helped rub that out as well.
Football was the main reason. Once they retired,
you're 32, you're fucked.
No, it's actually
old. You gotta stop kicking.
It's actually football. It's actually football.
Yeah, it's
football matched up, man.
Because I'm like, damn, I'm like 28. I'm in my prime.
Man like Ronaldo and Ibrahimovic still like playing that top flight football, you're like, right, there's still a chance in the back of
school. But even 40, like them man have put like they say once you touch 40, your career is fully done. You're not really.
What do you mean 40? But don't come on the picture 40.
Yeah, they don't want to say.
You can have a mascot on the bench that you're 40.
Teddy Sheringham and them, man. When you used to see them, man, like, what man's 40? Bro, no, you need to stop playing, man.
Yeah,
but I don't know why.
No, but it's not, listen, a 40-year-old is not most 40-year-olds are not running the same as a 20-year-old.
Of course.
Yeah.
And we're in a picture with 20-year-olds. No. Yeah, cool. Old man's wait there.
Yeah, it don't make sense.
Come on, that.
You couldn't tell Ibrahimovic that though.
Yeah, but he's a different breed.
Yeah, there's some man that still has the talent.
Crouch. He retired when he's 33 from cut. It was long for him. You know what I'm saying?
But that mashed up.
Yeah, but your mentality.
Thinking, the mentality.
But I think that's across the board. But don't you think, and like about, see that, especially with us black people, that I'm really concerned about the youths because you've come from probably like working class homes.
Yeah.
Because of social media, you're like, yo, I should have a Ferrari. Why? Why?
Yeah,
your mum lives in that yard there and you live with her. So why the hell should you... But enough of them are like on that, like, I'm not... If I ain't going Nobu every week and let everyone know, but bro, you've worked all month to go out twice to eat.
But that's what they do now, isn't it?
So let me turn that around. What about the girl that want Nobu? They want sexy fish.
Yeah, listen.
They want Hakkasan.
I got a bridging,
But what's their dad doing? What's the life they living? What's their mum doing?
That's not you.
That's not you.
So why are you expecting it? You've never been there. Why the hell do you want me to take my whole half of my wages to take you there so you can post it on Insta? But I still got to put petrol in my car tomorrow.
But that's the girl you want though.
Yeah, that's the girl you want.
Why do I want her?
You don't.
Because
why do you want her?
Why do you want her?
On the Insta, yeah. Because
she's got a back, she's got this, that's why you want her. Yeah. But this comes with this amount of money, this amount of cost.
But this is what... Nah, I can't... fuck it, I can say it. These youths might as well go and see a Browston because you can pick what you want, you're paying, it's a guarantee.
Or they could just pick a normal girl.
Yeah.
No, Rome's, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Logic still, but...
Or they could just get a normal... They don't have to get the gal them that's
no, I'm saying, if you
on the ground, you know?
If this you looked at, you desire, and this is the gal you want, that time man stripping man by bags or whatever, taking it... But I'm saying, go on the website...
No, but
that's not the same thing as the gram, bro.
It's not the same, bro.
These man want the gal that everybody's praying over on the gram. The thing in the brass, no one ain't seeing that.
So then that's...
So what I will say is, it's
that's
like...
your
it's like there's...
Pay the cost
just like there's levels of man them, innit? There's levels of girls, innit, yeah? Like, at the end of the day, it's like... Those Insta girls are there, and these types of girls for a reason, right? Like, I don't... So, the saying, it ain't tricking it if you got it. So, for girls, right, £1,000... by a guy that met for about £1,000 by a baller. So this is how women look at things, right? If he spends let's say he spends £1,000 on me, okay, cool. She gonna rate you. He loves me or whatever. He's bought me a bag. He's taking me on holiday, right? Cool, innit? But £1,000 spent by a man that had to work 30 days for it versus £1,000 that's come from a man that's got it from some type of trap star business or footballing or some music or something. It's not the same £1,000.
Yeah,
one man's had to work 30 days for it and one man's done something. What the equivalent of that will be more like, if a man spends 20, depending on what it is, of his income, 10, 20 racks, you get me? And then that will be more equivalent. So women will look at the expenditure and they'll equate the two men the same, but one man is literally going to be counting his pennies and eating corned beef and rice.
That's true.
You know what I mean? But they're going to rate the other man more.
Dumb, you know, they can sense if you really ain't got it from like, your body language at the table is different. You're not even eating comfortably.
You know
what I'm saying? But a man that's balling, he's eating comfy.
But the problem is...
You want to eat the food. Like,
but the problem is they'll still take it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
They'll still take it.
I was going to know, they'll still make the video. You won't be in it. But I'll still make the video. About you shaking. No one's not shaking.
You know what? The 30-day man ain't even getting the arm.
Yeah,
he ain't even getting the arm. The other one will get the arm.
Maybe the elbow.
Because the arm's got a rollie on it.
The arm's got a rollie on it.
Listen. My man on the 30-day. Don't make people think I'll be with your plate.
You're gonna see the rollie. Yeah, maybe a couple tats there.
Yeah.
You know the picture.
Yeah, you might see a couple ripped jeans there.
Yeah.
Some dual runners.
Yeah, some runners,
Or you're gonna see the steering whip, the radio. Digital dash, your heart.
Yeah, but listen,
That's it,
but
bro,
you know
the
what's mad? That these guys
Red
have no
interior.
shame. That man's like, he's probably got gal in it. Don't have me in your video. Yeah, you can get my elbow if you want. Don't even get the full tattoo. That's all you're worth. I seen bare gal in picture hugging on man, like whole body on man's elbow. That don't have me. You ain't got no shame.
So you're saying it's the man them that's saying you can only do that.
Yeah, they're in the range, but
But you think that certain gal ain't gonna clock that's the man's arm, fam?
Yeah, that's why.
Clock onto tattoos.
That's why,
as well,
man.
you know?
What do you think?
Right,
Man
that's your
don't get
watch.
onto people? Yeah,
And your that tattoo design.
I know.
Gal will spot
I paid for that
man.
tattoo for you, motherfucker. That's my name.
That's mad.
You know, gal clock onto everything. You know, I'm telling you.
But yeah, go on, Ron, sir.
So what do you tell the youths that's trying to get these girls that are on this balling thing?
Oh, I just tell them just to focus on themselves. Like,
And they don't get easier because social media, the expectations just
The
keep
drive,
coming. They
it's
just
getting
keep
worse
coming.
and worse.
Keeps coming. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's something new every
but I
year.
think with the youths, you kind of got to lead by example, innit? Like, you can't be washed up telling them stuff because they're not going to respect it. Like, you just really can't be in it. They have to see something where they can at least kind of, you know, like, identify a little bit. You know what I mean? You can't be.
So on that, so that means that you agree with Pastor Toby then? I'm asking.
Nah.
Because no, he's just
Mr. Toby.
Yeah,
Mr.
Mr.
Toby.
Oh,
Mr.
sorry.
Toby.
Now listen, because he just said, I only got this swag so I can relate to the youth. I only got this Lambo so you can understand me.
But it makes sense though.
It makes sense.
Because he done it.
But
he done it though.
No, what the fuck?
No, but-
Fuck off.
no, but bro,
he's on
Did
scams.
he not do
No,
it?
what he's on, whatever, innit? But that whole logic of
he drew them in with that.
drawing the kids
Yeah,
in
but
with what man's wearing.
Yeah, because he looked like a shotter.
Yeah,
worked.
bro. Like,
Yeah,
He
but
told you what? Wait. So you lot are wronging him for him telling the public exactly what he's doing.
That's not what we're wronging
And then
him
doing
for.
it.
You know what I mean?
That's not what
But so he's not corrupting the youths.
He is, but he's telling them that he's corrupting them.
No, what, bro?
But they're kids, they're dumb. So he's a master fan.
And he's a pastor.
I know.
Apparently.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it fit.
Apparently.
Listen,
What, you didn't see-
I'm
you didn't see
letting
what
you
the pastor
hold
done the
on,
other
Rose.
day to the-
No, listen, I let you
the
know,
man's
lure
wife.
kids in with sweets.
Yeah.
You're still a scumbag. I'm telling you to your face, I'm trying to lure kids in.
So what? So wait. So man are wronging him because he's wearing swag and giving the message.
No. So
He's just giving the message.
Look,
Rose.
look,
You know what I'm talking about, Rose. You need a mansion to
I think without
spread
having
the Lord's word.
without having all the full facts of what he's done,
Yeah.
it's been long talking about it. But let's just say, bro, he's a fraud, isn't it? And
They know this.
and I think we all know.
We know what's going on.
But we have to have the discussion both sides. Yeah.
But I see what he's doing.
Yeah.
But when when it's based upon faith and religion and and what people actually believe in and leading youths, misguiding youths and bringing them, like, it becomes like I've seen this thing before. Do you remember that church? Was it Victory? You must remember back in the day. Everyone,
Victory,
it used
you
to
know.
be in
That sound like a church that's got bit of bread. Like.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Listen, man go college,
Yeah, the man them.
You have girls coming in and saying, "Listen, I'm gonna take you to." They'll be like, "Oh, I got someone for you to go on the weekend." You think, "What? Where are you gonna take me?"
Link up, yeah,
link
yeah.
up, bro. Yeah, come here, bro. You go link up. You're dripped out, bro. Next minute you're outside the church. Girls like, "Yeah, you're coming." You're like, "What?" The finesse was real, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Decent gal as well, not dead gal.
Listen, meeting or
bro. These
No,
guys.
but this what I'm saying, but
But you want to know.
No,
Good
when you
girl,
come
yeah,
to the church, everybody was dripped. This is way before my man, bro. This guy had this on locks, bro. This guy had Sky TV filming his thing. Yeah, he was already going, bro. He was going nuts off this thing. So it was like, we see it from early. Then I think some scandal happened. I think he bred up someone in the congregation or something. But his money was large,
he
innit?
fucked up his bread.
Yeah, but it's like, it's very easy to get teenage people to come to that, especially people that are going through the road life. It's very easy, and when they see all of these things, they start thinking, right, this is the path to go. But when you go,
I'm trying to do good. I'm doing. My man's saying it's doing good. Yeah.
but what you're doing is it's like pyramid schemes, and it's like all these things where hot potatoes, all these things where whenever someone tries to sell me something with lifestyle or luxury or goods, I already know I don't want it, because what you're doing is you're trying to appeal to that thing inside of you, that
the hunger I need it. Yeah.
when it starts
The
showing
greed,
you cars, it's like, if there's someone says to you, "Yo, I'm gonna come to a seminar. I don't want to. Where you taking me to? Don't worry, just come." Then you go there, and then you're watching people in suits. Do you get me?
rollies,
rollies, fake rollies, and show me pictures of cars and and they're like trying to gas man up and like if I am hungry, you're about to get me. But because I'm not hungry and I know that, you know what I mean, a grand don't come for free. So I'm saying to you, it's not gonna get me. But when you're really struggling and you look at a man in a position of a faithful position, you look at all the followers, you look at all the influential blogs and people that are effing with him, blood, that is all the validation you need as a young G. Like, how can he not be lynched? Look, Link Up TV supporting him. Like, do you get me? Look at the platforms that are posting up. Look at, bro, I've seen him on every single platform. Then we had to start complaining on the platforms and saying to them, yo, like, made you think, why are you posting that? I've said this on people. I've said, why are you doing this? Because you know what they're doing. So when
how can you?
Yeah, but you can't argue the blogs, man. Blogs don't care.
No, but I'm saying
they're all intertwined.
No, but I'll be honest with you. That's why I'm here, bro. Because I'm gonna call it out.
Yeah,
like,
come on.
Like I'll call it out. You know what it is, yeah. I've been in this podcasting thing for a hot second. I already see certain people. I see the comments. I see certain podcasts. Listen, you should keep my name out of your mouth. The reason you should, no, for real.
Means it. You should turn to the camera.
The reason you should keep my name out of your mouth is because I pull up. I'm not like them other people. I see comments. I read them.
Yeah, man. Let me sit up again, man. That's what I'm saying.
I read. I'm in Shade Borough. I'm in Made You Think. If I see you with your blue tick talking about me, next time we're out, I'm gonna ask you. I'll show you the comment. I'm gonna say to you,
China, this is where we need to go next. You're from my generation. You was younger, but you're old school. Yeah. This is the draw that I really try to avoid. And Smokes will tell you, I've always said this from day. Because fam, we're from the time of, if I say something, when you see me, I need to be saying it.
Yeah.
There's no, I'm a big fan. No, there's none of that.
Yeah.
You said some wild thing. Like the other day, we even got an email. He was reading out the email, but I'm getting rattled, like, give me the girl's email. Because we need to speak. You can't have my name in your mouth like that.
Yeah.
Remember, fam?
Give me the girl's email, you know.
It's going over when he said, Wesley this, Wesley that. Your brother.
But you have to know what type of industry you're in, fam.
Yes, but this is right. So China just said, I'm going to pull up.
But he's talking about blue tickets.
Yeah, you're talking about random people like Jimmy from Scunthorpe and all of them.
No picture.
There's no picture, fam. That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about like, so like I've had lots of content that's gone viral. Like, you know what? I woke up one day and I had so much people like, oh, I'm just bait, just posted. I was like, oh, it's gone viral, right? And then it's like, I've actually gone back and forth with certain, I don't have to mention their names, but I've gone back and forth with certain man based upon the stuff I'm saying, and they're trying to pander to women. They're trying to, like, you see me, I'm here. So, okay, this is what I believe, right? Like, I believe I'm here because I want better outcomes for men. And better outcomes for men equal better outcomes for women. And better outcomes for women equal better outcomes for the family. Better outcomes for family equal better outcomes for society. Better outcomes for society equal better outcomes from the world. Better outcomes for the world equal better outcomes from God. But basically, I'm doing God's work right now.
Jeez.
That's basically
what I'm doing. Just in case question, he broke it down.
No, yeah. So that's how I...
China did.
You might make me lose my foot, but...
No, go on.
Wait, before that, what was I saying?
You're basically doing God's work.
No, before the God's work.
Society.
No, before that. Wait, what was I saying?
Now I've lost it.
But the pandering to women.
Certain people, in the comments pandering to women.
So the fact that I'm on these platforms and I'm getting these opportunities, I'm not taking it for joke, bro. Like, when I go on these things, I'm not gonna cap. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm not gonna pander for women. I don't want approval from man them. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to speak the truth, my truth, and the truth I see for the men that haven't got the voices, the men that can't speak due to their jobs, the men that can't speak like this because they can't articulate themselves, the men that haven't got the platforms to go and do this. Like, this is what I believe. So if you got this, we should be able to speak. So when I see men that are in positions of power, when I talk about with the blue tick, start getting these big checks from these brands and these things to do podcasts, then I'm like, no, don't do that. Not because I'm bitter. No, people cuss me all day long. It's not like on a TikTok song with the stitches. That's not a problem. It's because you have position, and rather than looking at brother what he's actually talking sense and trying to help people, you want to use that as thing to let me get gal on my side. Okay, cool, that's fine, but. And a lot of these guys I've seen outside. like way before I was doing this. So now when I'm like, okay, cool, I'll ask you. I'm not saying, oh, like, yo, man's gonna pull up on you and be like, but if I ask you and the energy ain't right, then it is what it is.
Yeah,
do you get me? You know what I'm trying to say?
Most of them kind of men are like what we would say is the light skin man them growing up. Because you know what it is. You see sometimes they don't.
Well, you might don't like the light skin man. What go on, bro?
No, light skin man.
The light skin man gonna come.
No, light skin man are cool, but they don't have like. They're the ones, the sweet talkers, innit, and want to say everything nice to the girl, but they don't know when. Sometimes when you give the gal them the real, you get the realer gal them checking for you. Do you get what I'm saying? No, not indirectly. I'm just saying. You know what he's doing. No, I'm saying when you give it real to gal them, bro, they like that. You know, there's certain gal.
Bro, can I say that?
Huh?
Can I say that?
What? Yeah.
They get wet.
It's DMD.
You know, I'm just making sure.
No, he not
gushers.
Yeah,
no,
gushers.
bro, the pandering thing don't work, bro.
No,
it works.
Guys, let me speak to men.
Yeah, go on,
guys,
chat, man.
Women are not attracted to guys that agree with them.
Okay.
It gives them the ick, that thing they call the ick. I'll be honest with you, because if that was the case, they would pick all the guys in the DMs and the comments. Oh my God, you're so peng. Oh, if you was my girl, go find any peng girl. Yeah, even look at all the guys in the comments that are just blatantly simping. Yeah, you can go and find any top gal, she's got bare man, and she's complaining because she's picking the top 20% of men that have options. Remember I said the men they don't see, these are the men they don't go and see, and that's the ones
in the comments they don't see.
No,
imagine that they're in the comments, they don't even see.
You don't see him. Why? Because they see the man which ain't liking the picture. They check the man which ain't checking their story. That's the guy she's checking for. She's not checking for the guy that's replying to every story and be like, oh, but you look so good if you was my. No, they don't. That doesn't turn them on. That doesn't make them think like, oh my God, like that's not something that they want. Even though they'll say it. No, that's not something. But when you stand by conviction and you go against the grain, you go against the norm. Do you know what it takes to do that? So I'm saying to you, and then you have women that go back and forth with you, but you just don't have it, and you never have it. It does something else. While you have the man on the same show trying to appease them, why am I trying to appease them? You're not my woman. I'm trying to talk for all of us. Do you get me? Yeah. So I'm saying to you, whether or not you like it or not, it's gonna be said on the platform. You know what I'm trying to say to you, and that's what I feel as if my thing is supposed to be here, like what you said with the Kevin Samuels thing. Like I've always followed Kevin Samuels. Like I had these conversations with the girls I've seen before, and they just couldn't get it. Talked about being submissive, and for me, I just like unproblematic women, like women that are easy. Like when I say easy, I just mean chilled, because we got stress already, bro. I don't need to be coming and battling.
I need to talk on this one,
battling my women. Like, do you get me? End of the day,
battling is long.
Yeah,
it's long.
Women will tell you the main thing women they like is the fight. What's your passion for me? Where's your thing? What need to be in beef?
What is an easy woman though? In quote unquote, not like as in easy, but what is?
Oh yeah,
for women to understand what a man wants in a woman, a submissive, easier woman. Let's say, what would you say that is?
I'll quote Kevin Samuels: fit, feminine, friendly, submissive. Oh, okay. The problem with the submissive word, because this is send them.
Yeah, submissive word is a bit mad, you know.
No, but it's not mad. It's not
mad, but they don't.
But they've got this picture in their head like you're supposed to be on your knees and bow down, and you get me, and it's not that. You get me.
It's not that. Yeah, it's not that.
So we're changing it to cooperative, innit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even though submissive for me it's the same thing, but when you say that in their mind, it just sends the girls Google out, and we can't get past the submissive thing, so we just start using cooperative, and that's us as men trying to be like, right, let's just ease the conversation a little bit further, innit? Because I know what I mean, and if this word keeps triggering you, like it's still gonna be the same thing. You know what I'm trying to say to you?
Like cooperating could be a bad one as well. You're not cooperating with what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? They could take that wrong as well. You know?
Not like
I don't think it's the words. I think it's the delivery.
Yeah, maybe.
There's no word. Even if you sing submissive, blood, she don't gonna do it.
Man, if I like Jaheim sing submissive, depends what high note. But depends what C note you're hitting.
Someone's gonna be like, no. You actually heard what he said.
What is it to be submissive as a woman then? Because if they feel like,
that.
Huh?
I can know.
What we believe them to be submissive, what we would like.
It's trusting your man's leadership. And trusting a man's leadership is the ultimate showing of love and submission. So trusting a man's leadership doesn't mean a woman hasn't got her own brain. Doesn't mean she can't question you. Doesn't mean she can't ask you. It just means that overall, when I say something, when I say this is what's gonna happen, you trust me enough to know that this guy is not gonna lead me down a rabbit hole. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Cares enough for me that I'm gonna let it go. So when women want to keep like debating, you don't trust in a man's leadership. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? And this is what tends to happen. So, and that is submission, trusting in a man's leadership.
So yeah, again, I'll go back to you. So as women, there's men that can sell a great story.
Yeah,
they can say that this and that.
Yeah,
get the pom pom, and they reveal the true colours. They're a bit waste. There's a lot of men like that.
Yeah.
So now, going forward, she needs to be knowing, secure that you are gonna be that guy, so she can be submissive. Because if she does it again, and you fuck up, does that make her the idiot? So she's the common denominator.
So
do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you, bro.
So is it like then?
Or is the man that she's picking? Maybe he just said 100% of gal are picking 20% of man. So the 20% man that she's picking.
No, but I'm saying, yeah, okay.
Doing the same fuckery, so she's picking the same kind of man, innit?
So she said she goes for a different man. She still has to. So don't you think that there has to be a trust there? Because it's the same thing. Like, if I know a man for a minute, yeah, we're cool. I might not buy my £100. I don't know how you move. I don't know if the £100 is coming back. If you ask me for £100, I'm gonna give you £100 because I know, regardless, I'm gonna get back from you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. If I gave you £100 after like a couple of weeks and you didn't bring it back, that's my fault. I didn't know. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So then that means if it's her fault.
So let's say, would a man have to build a trust with a girl then for her to understand his leadership?
She shouldn't have to paint every man with the same brush from the last man. Yeah. If she's getting into something, she needs to be ready to get into that, or just don't get into it then, innit?
Yeah,
or maybe just link and drop for a little while and find out what's.
But you know what it is, yeah.
No, because if you chop, then after that, really like.
But you know what it is, yeah. It's like being submissive is not based upon the guy that you're just submissive. It's like me saying to you, you should be masculine based upon the guy, but you need to be masculine all the time. Yeah, it's not like if the girl's submissive, nothing, I'll be masculine. Imagine men start saying that, girl will look at you like what? I'll be masculine for the right girl. What?
Yeah. That's mad.
That is real.
That's mad. See, imagine that.
They wouldn't say.
It's true, you know.
I'm just trying to.
No, but that's the other side.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to.
No.
Get me? I'm not trying to.
That's a clip on the quote, right?
Yeah, that was.
Listen, when the right girl comes along, she'll see my masculinity. Yeah. Until then, I'm in my feminine bag. But that's what you're trying. That's how man. Listen.
And this is why I keep trying to say about the masculinity thing. It's very important because femininity is important, and you know, women want to be men, but when it comes to being men, they don't really want to be men. When you go back to, it's mad that I had a conversation with my friend today, and she, you know what I mean? It's crazy because she was talking about, she's in her 30s, and then she's prescribing to this thing of, anyway, I make my own money, I don't need no man, because they bring me all problems, and this. I was like, what men bring you all problems? I'm like, it's the men you go. I had to go for them, the men you go for, and I had to break down the top 20% of men, and then she started thinking about it a little bit more, and she was like, because she's like, anyway, I earn my own money, I'm independent. I said, everybody's independent. What's the big deal? I said, I earn my own, I'm independent. Everybody here is independent. Why do you think it's anything to shout about? I said, so what? You had to wake up at 4 a.m. today to come and do a job, to work for 12 hours just to say you're independent, just to go home, to be home alone. So you're doing what men are doing, and you think that's good. No, you're tired, but look at you. I said to her, you don't want to be doing this, and she was honest. I said, you want to be who wants to wake up as a girl and do 12-hour days for 5? What?
No girl wants to.
Do you realize, as a man, we do this every single day, and no one claps for you, bro. The only one that's gonna clap for you, luckily, is if you have a missus and your children. But you're gonna go out every single day. The chances are you're gonna die before your missus. Do you get me? And you're gonna die on your feet working. This is the life of a man. When women want to come in, they don't want it because it's not a nice life, bruv. It's just being a man.
It's not a nice life.
And there's some day that I realized that actually no one told me being a man is actually, this is what it is. You're just gonna work. Yeah. You're just gonna work.
That's what we're here for.
You're gonna work.
But think about it, back in the day, we were working in jobs or whatever. Them had to build. Like imagine them building the pyramids and all of these things. Man had to be out here picking up stone real labor.
So when you give girls these jobs, or when you give girls the opportunities, whatever, when they go into it, a lot of them don't want to do it. Like, you know what I'm trying to say to you? Because it's not easy. But this thing where I want to be independent, go on and get it. No one's stopping you. But once you go and get it, now
you can't complain.
You can't complain because I've got my own independence and it costs. Do you know what I'm saying to you? And if there was an opportunity where, if they were moving, a lot of women, if they were moving in their feminine nature with the right right man, they wouldn't have to be feeling how they feeling, having to be so masculine, having to be so strong. If you wasn't chasing the Chads and Tyrones, you're actually chasing the good guys, you wouldn't be left with a guy that's gone and, you know what I mean, gone and left you with a child, gone and created you more trauma. You could have just gone and got a nice guy who wasn't, you know, he didn't make your fanny flutter, but you know what? He actually had potential. You know what I'm trying to say to you? But you go for the guy that you know is going to get your door kicked off by feds. Why? And then you cry later on.
It's exciting.
Because
I can change him.
You know what I mean?
that's where
it's
that's where the stress from. The stress from trying to change this man.
They looked at him.
Don't want to be changed.
So how do I feel in my 30s when I know for the last 10 years, 12 years, you have run around with all of these guys. None of these guys have done anything to you but run up your body count and giving you more trauma. For me, who intends to be your husband, how does that benefit me? I always say this, what does all of these bodies benefit your partner? Then women will say stuff like, oh, you know, because men, you know, experience. I said, experience what? I said, so when you're coming with that got 3,000 technique, yeah, man ain't enjoying it from the back. Man ain't enjoying it. But blood, man is thinking, oh, where she learn that? I can't wife
Where
this.
did she learn that,
Like,
you know?
She's supposed to learn that from me.
Taught her them stuff, you know.
Tyrone's getting it today, boy. Ty. Hey. So it's like, but we have to, men,
Might call this episode Tyrone.
men prioritize purity, youth, and loyalty. These are things that we, you know, prioritize, isn't it? So we don't prioritize experience. Women prioritize experience. Most men would want an unexperienced woman, a virgin woman. How many women want a man that didn't know how to do things to their body? They don't even want that. Do you know what I'm saying to you?
He didn't even know what he was doing.
Exactly. But
So
us,
it
we'll be like,
becomes a
damn.
rub-out now.
We'll be like, bro, she tried to give me a blowjob. She actually was blowing on it. You'll be laughing. You'll be like, bro, she was blowing at the teacher. You know, like, that's hyper femininity. Like, oh, she didn't even know what she was doing, bro. She just started, I wanted a blowjob and she actually blew all my things.
No, but would you want that though?
Yes.
No, I don't know, man. She has to be semi-experienced already.
No, why?
But
Because that
Would
means
you want to wife her then?
fam.
She's breezy. She's like,
From experience.
So when you walk
not
past,
too much experience.
so when you walk past the man,
not too much.
cool. So when you walk past Tesco,
but you're just thinking of this. You're
and then
thinking the actual act. He's just thinking about
and
that.
then you're my ex thing, and I'm just like, blood.
I hear that.
It's a baddest.
All
Let's
right.
get the maddest up.
No.
You see your whole world. You be holding your youth,
100%.
you're gonna cry inside.
You
You
see
don't want to
now
fight me.
that man's in my mid-30s,
Yeah.
If black man was out here or whatever and man met a gal, am I gonna expect her to never have given head before?
No, but I'm saying, do you want
get what I'm saying?
But you want it to be a baddest.
I don't want her to be. No, this is what I'm saying. I'm not trying to go to all the way over their scale. Well, she's had a man maybe for 10-year relationship. She's been in a relationship for time, whatever, blah blah blah. Then I can work. Then you get what I'm saying,
Bro, I'm just being honest.
I can't expect her not to have given my man.
No, I'm
head
not.
within that
but
10
blood,
years.
I don't
man.
expect her to
You
come.
get what I'm saying?
When she starts giving it to me, she's doing it, making me spin
Yeah,
upside down.
that's what I'm saying. If it's that extreme,
No, man's taking the spooning, you know. We're calling that on the spooning, you know.
No, girl, I'm dizzy, girl. I'm dizzy, man. I'm dizzy,
spooning, you know.
You are killing me with this, man.
it's mad.
Wait,
Yeah, them ones where it's too mad. You're like, nah, you're too.
See, so
That ain't one.
Yeah, like, you know, like I'm one of those ones because listen, if I wanted that, I could go and get blood. If you want that, if I want that, blood, I will go get the grittiest thing and I'll be just living my life in it. Right? Be like, hey, blood. But blood, it's not just about having sloppy, toppy sex, bro. There's like something about when you like a girl, you're like, blood. This girl has been run through by this guy, that guy, this guy. You don't feel special no more, blood. You walk into you feel like a man. You walk into a club, couple man and blow up your girl's back.
There you go.
Now you just
The hellow's different.
you just dropped. You know, bro, how can you? Bro, I seen your girl, bruv, and she knows what I did to her. Sex is invasive. I had your girl bent over, blowing her back out, bro. And the thing about and the thing,
This is what I'm saying. This
and
is why
more
the
time-
man them talk too wild.
Man,
This is
more
why-
time-
this is
you think
why-
that?
They'll never understand that.
They won't.
What?
But sometimes, you know what it is, though?
I'm with you now. You're supposed to just walk with me.
Can I ask you a question?
But sometimes,
But
hold on,
what?
wait. Sometimes though, you know the fucked up thing. There's man out here that will say they blew out the back and everything, but they didn't fuck it properly.
Bro, can I ask?
I don't care. I don't even care.
But because he said that he's blown out the back in my head now.
He's
blown out the back.
I'm just thinking about
Have you man ever got
shades and Timberlands?
Have you man ever got sex pics or videos from a gal?
Yeah.
No, I'm just asking.
Yeah, naturally.
Yeah. From what? My gal or?
No, any gal.
Bro, calm down. You just talking about in the past.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait. I'm gonna text her now. What you?
I need to know what man's talking about.
No, but what do you mean? Like, of herself? Herself, by herself.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
No, has a girl ever send you pictures or videos? You know what I'm
Of
talking
her?
about?
Yeah. Come on, yeah, of course. Many. Man used to.
I was just about to
Man
ask
had
you-
a whole SIM memory card.
I was going to say that, right? Cool.
You know?
2012, yeah?
Yeah, way back in the day.
Come on.
Long time.
Megabyte, fam. 512 GB.
Man said 512 GB.
Yeah, alright, cool. So
Giga.
more time, yeah. More time. When you meet a girl, you have to be willing to know there's a man out there with videos and pictures of your gal.
Yeah.
Listen,
The girl back just on the man's screen and
you
bent over.
Bro, Batty, bro, have you man ever done videos of a gal or pictures?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done videos,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Now this is your content, my guy, yeah? So this is yours. Like, and you have to understand something. Gal are out there in whole marriages now with men,
I'm
with
making my
videos
TikToks
and pictures and stuff. It is all mad, yeah? So when I'm saying this, yeah, man have to understand there's levels to what you're going through. There's actually a man.
Are you
that's-
going to find something that has none of that, though?
Bro.
That hasn't given head, got no
I'm not
pictures
talking-
out
bro,
there.
I'm not
No,
talking-
I'm saying,
Fam,
I'm saying as a collective. I'm asking you now, as a collective.
No, I didn't say she couldn't give head. I just said she couldn't meet her badders, bro.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Yeah,
There's a difference. I think you're underestimating
I
what
met
badders
Aquin,
means,
Yeah.
fam.
No, I know what bad is.
Yeah,
No,
that's what I'm saying.
not
I don't
that.
want that.
No, I was at a festival and the man was like, "Oh, that's Queen, yeah." I was like, "What?"
Oh, yeah, big
dead.
up Queen.
She's like.
No, you know what it is because we spoke about it one time and she posted us, innit? Because I think she listens.
No,
Sometimes
but
still.
I don't. But like,
No, she listens,
She
she
wasn't.
listens.
But man was like, "Oh, she's Queen," but I was like, "No, are you sure?" But then yeah, it was her. But it's not.
Yeah, she was going on tours, you know.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, she was going on tours,
Yeah,
bro.
it's mad.
Yeah, I'm telling you, she's listening, fam. When we was talking about her tours, she hit us up like, "Rah." I
crazy,
said,
bro.
"Rah, you listen." Yeah, it's
She
mad.
got her back.
Yeah, she got her back, and then she had workers with her as well. She was sending workers to go. It was like she was shot in her line, fam. Like, yeah, she's wild.
So when I'm saying this, yeah,
Yeah.
it's because I'm saying like you have to be prepared like for what I'm talking about, and this is why gal can't do too much because look at us as men, bro. You go meet the gal of your dreams, and there's a man out there that has got pictures and videos of your girl. If you want to feel small, I can diminish you at any given time, but you can never ever chat nothing to me, bro.
No, but
never.
he might. But if he does that, then
What?
he might feel hurt or he's insecure because.
Listen,
How can you be insecure? You really beat your girl. You're insecure, bro.
Yeah, no.
listen,
I can't.
No,
when I have sex with
listen,
someone,
let me give you this
listen.
scenario.
I can't be insecure if man don't care. Cool, you was there. You done your thing. Now,
listen.
that is different.
I got videos
Wait,
of your girl, bro.
yeah, no, it's different.
I'm at home bashing on
All
with
right,
your
hold on,
missus
wait, one second,
while you're there feeding your
In
kids.
fact, I put it into the WhatsApp.
Why you doing what?
Feeding your kids.
Nice.
one
I
second.
fed the kids. I
No,
fed her
no.
my kids already.
That's cool, but I'm saying,
Cool. My kids already.
if she's been in a relationship, you
Yeah.
know, and she's done all of that with her ex-partner.
Yeah. Why you keep saying relationship? These are situationships.
Yeah,
These are-
but this is what I'm saying. The situationships. I'm not going for a girl that's been in bare situationships.
no,
Like,
but bro,
how would
more
you
time
know?
you are. Because
How would you know?
Well, then, all right, cool. So how would you? So then, what are you gonna do? Not wife nothing.
No, but bro, this is not what we're talking about. We're talking about the demographic
No,
of
but that's what
women
I'm asking you
that
now.
do this, isn't it? There's lots of good women, but if you're not.
But even the good ones that you think are good could be the wildest. Now you think you got a good girl,
I'm not,
but a
bro,
picture's still out there.
listen. Okay, so what you're doing is you're reasoning like women.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not. Because you
You're
keep
being
saying what
feminine,
if.
cuz.
Yeah,
And
come.
I have to pull it up because
No,
Pull it-
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
doing-
yeah.
I like the question. No, I'm
Let's
saying.
stay out of this.
Let's stay out of this. Yeah, let's stay out of this.
So you know what I'm trying to say
I think
to
he's
you?
made his
like-
match.
No.
Deal with him.
Yeah,
Deal with him, man. Don't let him get away. 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 Don't let him get away.
Because it's a good conversation.
No, because what I'm trying to say to you is like, end of the day is like we don't reason like women. So there's always exceptions don't cancel out the rule, right? Yeah. So look, there's gonna be some women that obviously that are gonna be good girls, that are gonna be bad girls, yeah. But let's be honest. Most good girls, are good girls. You are not going for good girls. You're going for the girls or the baddies, innit? And these baddies come with something. You know what I'm trying to say to you, innit? Yeah. I'm not expecting the girl to be a virgin girl. I'm just expecting not to be run through by Chad Tyrone and the whole football team,
All right,
bro.
hear what I'm saying. So I'm going to give you another scenario. Why I don't believe, I believe there's two sides to this because we've been talking about the gal that have big followers, man under the page, badders, all of these things, yeah. But some of them gal might be some good gal, whatever, but they could be getting run through. But there's some gal, let's say, that has no following,
But they did their thing, you say.
private account, but to the world. And to walking on streets, she might look like a good gal, but behind the scenes, she's getting clarted out by...
Yes.
And the way she's got a relationship with the man, you wouldn't even know.
So Smokes, this is the point. this gal, you think you found, you've walked in with her. And
No,
I'm
but
like,
you won't even, bro, this is my point. There's some gal that moves so sick.
You're not listening.
No, I'm listening. But I'm saying is, I don't think it's a small percentage of gal that are good.
No.
I think it's a large percentage of gal that is doing their thing out here and man just don't know.
Okay, so bro,
That's what I think,
do I agree with you?
And man are not really out here just going up to man and saying, yeah man, chop your gal. No one ain't doing that. Man's gonna box you.
Some man are wifey and gal and they don't know.
Okay, I agree with you. Yeah?
You get what I'm saying?
So, yes, but then I'm thinking about this scenario. You didn't know. You've caught this thing. You come in, and I'm like, and then I look
But
at you.
I feel like, but
You see that looks.
But my point
I
is,
know
Wes,
Rose is leaving that girl
but
right
you know
there.
what it is, Wes? I feel like majority of girls have that man that you can walk in
It
any
smokes.
place and have that
It
look.
smokes. I'm gonna have to pull you up again, bro.
Yeah, go on.
1 second.
It's pull-up season.
Pull up season.
Because I
Yeah,
think
man, pull up, man.
Hold
Pull
on,
up.
hold on. That little segment, who won that little segment there?
No. It's just a healthy debate.
One
It's a healthy
nil.
debate. It's a good one.
Okay. Deal.
Interesting.
I'm gonna
Nil.
have to pull you up because you
Yeah.
keep saying I feel like. That's feelings. Us as
Yeah.
men, we don't speak in feelings, we speak in facts. Yeah, women speak in feelings and emotions. Whenever
That's
you,
the quote.
whenever
We
you
don't
look on
speak in
all,
feelings, we speak in
whenever you
facts.
look on all platforms, I feel like I go watch it. And this I've said it
Yeah,
to
go
you.
on.
That's how women speak. When I speak, I think and I know. I don't speak and I feel
Alright, cool.
because you're speaking about your feelings. That's an emotion. That's based upon how you feel. What do you know and what
Maybe
do you think?
it's my work, my media training.
No,
But let's go.
it's the fact that when you say I feel, it's a
That's
natural
the
thing.
changes.
When you say I think
taught
and I
himself.
know, it's kind of like. So what I'm trying to say.
You just said if I feel it's a natural thing. So naturally, I feel like gal are out here.
No, but you can't feel like you have to know. I think that gal are out here doing it because if you feel like it, it's just an emotion.
Alright,
Doesn't
cool. You
make
know
it
what?
true.
Gal are out here clarting.
Okay, cool. So gal, but
In your opinion.
No. That's not even an opinion, bro. Gal are out here
and I
clarting
agree.
more than you think that they're clarting.
Do you know why I agree with you?
Yeah.
Because women control access to sex, men control access to relationships. So in order for me and you to have sex, we need to have value about ourselves. We need to become something. You have to be good looking. You have to have swag. You have to have money. You have to have something that a woman wants. You have to basically invest, right, to have sex, right? In order for a woman to have sex, all she has to do is open her legs on her Instagram and say, someone come around to my house. So inherently,
no matter how butter she is
if she
either.
wants to do that, she can have sex 365 days of the year. In order for you to have sex with new girls, what do you have to do, my guy? How much work do you have to put in?
Yeah.
Okay, so if we work off that logic, women are always having more sex than men. But the reason they think we're having a lot of sex because they're talking about the top 20% of men that are having sex with multiple women.
Okay, yeah.
So that one you're talking about, of course women have more sex than men. They control sex. We just get it when we can get given to it. So if you work off that logic, women have always got higher body count because they can get
Then what they're acting like.
So
Yeah.
so that's what I'm trying to say. That logic, I already know that. Do you get me? Women have more sex than men. Facts.
So then that goes back to my point then of if you walk into a room with any kind of gal, there's a possibility that a man can have that look on that I've clarted that there's pictures in a man's. Let me ask this question. What is the percentage roughly that you lot think, that gal them?
I hate you in your percentage.
No, I'm asking you for your percentage. I'm saying what percentage of women do you think have pictures out there?
I'm not gonna. Obviously, I'm not gonna. And this is the thing, innit? So let's say you went and got yourself a hijabi girl, innit? Do you think the likelihood of that girl having videos and pictures of her doing?
I'm not looking at smokes.
Because he knows.
That was a one-off.
You can't tell me about a hijab gal,
but what
I think hijab gal are clarting as well.
So what you're gonna do now?
But not the videos and mad stuff.
See, you're reasoning like a woman. See, because now you're doing it again. Of course,
Get him again.
No, because of course,
I feel.
Because of course hijabi girls are clarting. Of course there's a demographic, but if you look at the
majority,
you're not doing that, bro.
Okay, the majority,
so what you do? So exactly. So we need to look at the general. Like when we do consensus, we can't look at the exceptions. We have to look at the general rule. And general rule, hijabi girls are not out there creating videos, bro, and taking pictures of themselves. And the ones that are, we tend to hear about it. Do you get me? Because you're like, oh, she's a fake. So what I'm trying to say to you is, if you keep going for just like women that keep going for the top 20% of the men, if you keep going for certain demographic of women, that is what you're going to get continually. If you step out of that and you start saying, you know what, I'm gonna go for maybe some more traditional women, so maybe some go outside, but you're not gonna get the results you're getting.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm saying. There has to be some type of accountability on men, just like women. Like if you go and get this baddie and on the gram and she's got a booty out and bruv, and you end up like Kanye, who's gonna feel sorry for you, bro?
I agree.
So I'm saying, and that's what women do because they want to chase the bad boys in there from the 18, 28 and then get the bad results and they expect one of us to feel sorry for any of them. I do not feel sorry for any of you women that spend your 18 to 28 chasing after Chad and Tyrone, getting your body count, getting one through, getting more trauma. Then you get to your 30s and you get mad and you expect one of us man to take you. We're not going to take you. We're not. You need to finish the families that you started with your baby fathers. Stop coming outside here and thinking that man are going to take on. No, we're not going to do it.
Because just like the girl will say, I don't want no man living in his mum's home and they got all these expectation of man.
Yeah.
You have to have this, you have to have that.
Yeah, because of what they was going through in the tournament.
Well, don't talk about my body count because that was in the past.
What? Nah,
man.
What that was in the past? So they write off their body count?
Yeah, they think they can reset.
Oh, yeah, no, you can't reset.
You went to mechanics and clocked it back.
Yeah. That's done.
But if there's a man on this planet that can say what your woman looks like, bro, that's an L. And it's an L that a lot of us have to take, but it's still an L. I'm not going to be out here pretending like it's not an L. It's a damn L.
But I'm saying, the situation that women, obviously, like we said, they control the sex.
Yeah.
But there's some girls that control the sex, but they can control themselves. There's some girl that can't.
No. The girl can't control herself, fam. The right man.
But what I'm talking about men.
Yeah, but there's
that means you can't. If there's multiples, you can't control yourself.
You see the top percent of the top 20% of men that he's talking about can finesse most of them, a majority of them women, fam.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
those
is,
men are all in here, bro.
Multiple finessing.
I'm not in there, bro.
Oh, allow it, man.
What's going on there?
Bro, you just telling me you wish you was ugly, man.
Man took the turn for the word. Man took the turn.
I ain't in that 20.
You just said,
I might be top 40. I'm not in 20%.
No, bro, do you know what I say? Because you said already, I wish I was ugly.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't get these results. I just wish the woman would follow my video. It's so hard being good looking, man.
I don't know one post now. Look at my life.
God damn, man. It's so hard.
I'm top 40. I'm top 40%.
I'm just out here.
I'm top 40%.
I'm out here doing these DMD lives, man. It's just be hitting me up, man.
No. One woman, man. I'm good.
But the reason why I say it is because end of the day is, you know already, you get better results than those neeks that never get opportunity, that don't have to speak to women, that get nervous, that like, trust me, like that's why bare men don't actually cheat. The men that cheat are the ones that can. The men that what do you mean? The men that cheat are the ones that can. Not the men that a lot of men don't cheat. It's just the men that can.
Stop pointing, man. I don't know what you're gonna say. So
you know, you've because we talk about neeks, innit? So
yeah.
That because they're neeks, when they get a good gal or something, they're gonna hold on to that because the men are not gonna.
Yeah, they're not used to it. They're not used to it.
Let me show you something.
Yeah, but you know what happens with that though?
What?
That's the ones that get obsessive. Yeah, because you're gonna get bun. They have to be. They have to be on. They have to be 100 on 100 at all times. Because if they're less than 100, she's like, oh, I realize.
Amy walking,
but they stay on 100.
From Amy walking, you see a nick with a baddie. We all see it. Come on, bro. It pisses you off, even, innit? Yeah. Why does it piss you off? It pisses you off because you feel like that baddie's supposed to be with me, man, or one of my. That's how it feels when you see a nick.
Like at least a brother like me.
One of the man, man.
I can accept it. Like, cool.
Like I see one bad thing, and she was some neat white boy, blood. And I just looked at this guy. The way he had his hand on the back of, he wasn't even holding it right, but he was, and that's what annoyed me.
He's holding it. But there's no space between the fingers.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He made that crypto money, so he can do it,
bro. And he says,
no, but don't say he can't.
No, but what I'm trying to say to you, just looking at that in itself, it was like, damn, bro. Bro's not even like.
Yeah, he's not.
I know he's not breaking that off properly. Like, you know, just from the way you're in, because me with my missus, I'm out in the public, I'm like, bro, like carnival, I'm like, yo, you know what time it is. This is mine. Do you get me? So I'm saying to you, like, when I lift it up, I want to lift up I lift up like that. Do you get me? And that's how it's supposed to be. So when I see a guy, I'm like, nah, man. You know what I mean? I wanted to help him, but like, yo, bro. I was like,
spread the help him.
Man, you try now. No, it's like this.
I won't go jail yet.
That is sick.
That is funny still.
So, boy.
What we saying? No?
I don't know about this. This episode's cold.
No, I told you.
I don't know where we are.
But to me, it's real, fam. Like, this body count thing. That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
It's mad, bro. I think these Cardi B's, and like, you know, I've been saying it for time. The Megan Thee Stallions,
married and settled.
Yeah, but
this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but she's popular and she's doing that bare whorish behavior. Yeah, these young girls are like, yeah, because this is what gets you the bag. Being like this, let me whore out my thing.
But they're missing they're missing the picture though.
Yes,
I'm doing this thing, but I got a man and a family.
And
all of these things.
This is the problem.
Yeah,
but this is the problem, fam, because these girls are like idolizing it, but you're not all going to be Cardi B. There's like maybe 3 or 4% the other 94, 92, 93% that you're going to be disgusting whore bags. You're not wifey material. It's true. Come on, blood. Come on, fam. Like,
all right, but this goes to the point of like a Cardi B. Cardi B was in a strip club, boom, 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 all of these things. Now she's wifed off.
Yeah, but America.
So now bare man.
Yeah, but
America's a different culture.
Yeah, but
America's a bit different.
bare man have seen Offset gal naked, bro.
The companies have pushed this.
Yeah, but bro, you have to understand.
Are we looking at Offset any? Wait, are we looking at Offset any funny way because bare man have seen his gal skin out?
But let me. Okay.
Me personally.
Yeah. Okay. Let me switch it.
Go on.
The same man who never would have wifey Kim Kardashian.
I would never
Remember
wife that. Come on, man.
Come on. I
spoke
can't
about this
reach
other
over
day.
there.
Like,
Come on, bro.
to get me.
Come on, my brother.
You wife it.
No,
we had the conversation and I can get the clip. You two, why wouldn't you? I said, bro, you're mad. I'll never wife you. You got all the bread. You horse. You forgot talking like that. What? You know, was like, yeah, of course I'll wife you. You know how much bread? You know what
I said that?
Yes.
I don't remember
you
that.
brother, yes.
I don't remember me saying
in the old studio.
You need to get that clip.
You both said you wife her.
Now just get the clip, fam.
Yeah, just get the clip.
I don't want to say nothing until I see that.
No,
I don't remember saying that. That don't register in the. You get me?
But now China say don't register.
So, God, what was you saying? What you saying about? What did you say? Something about.
I tried to change the subject.
Offset. No, you said something about Offset.
So it's like we're looking at it from where we are levels, right? Yeah. Let's put ourselves on an equal playing field of Offset, and let's say that we're equal stature with the rappers and the rest of it. Am I now going to go and wife Cardi B? Hell to the N-O. No. I'm not going to do that. Like, I am never going to wife another... Like, these rappers... It's like man in the hood as well. Man be from Edmonton and they want to wife a man from Tottenham's baby moms. And man... But do you know what the man them be doing? And then now you're beefing the baby father now. Like, do you get me? You're beefing... So man be from Edmonton, yeah? They'll get a thing from Tottenham, yeah? Who's got the baby father from Tottenham, yeah? Then they'll start linking it, and now my man's chatting Greece to that Edmonton. I'm like, yeah, like, it's my youth now. But I know these conversations because I'm from the hood and I've seen this, innit, yeah? Why would I knowingly go and wife a thing which is from someone from my same ends or an op or something that can bring me... like, into my character? I just wouldn't do it. I just would never do it. Like, do you get me? But these men go and do it, and they spend their time arguing and getting violated and doing stuff based upon machoism because you know, man, them already had your thing already. Like, and this is what man them do, blood, and this is why they're getting their feelings, blood. Stop taking gal that have linked certain man that can make you feel a type of way, then you end up because us man are animalistic. You could be having the best, you could basically every single day of your life, you might love your wife, and just one day, I just say something, bruv, and that it just gets to you, bro.
It changes your whole mood.
It could be a kid's christening, bro, and then man just drops, and then that day you just
look at your girl, hold
on 1 second.
Instantly.
I know that's Big Betty Becky. He's gonna put you off. Why are you?
Relationship done that night.
Yeah. Fam, I know a man that was married for 5 years. He found out his wife's body count and he got divorced. Girls, do not lie about body count. Do not lie,
man. It's an instant switch. What you said is a real thing. Like a man could. Like, man can switch, like, in seconds.
Because you had the opportunity for her to be honest with you, yeah? And I like to say, make me feel like Kanye. The reason why I said it, when Kanye married to Kim, he knew everything about Kim, innit, yeah? So when he went onto this thing and he took her on board knowing all of her stuff, innit? There was nothing that no one could come and tell him new about Kim, innit, yeah? It was already there, innit? Yeah? So that's what men want. Let me make the decision because once I know this, bro, you know no man can come and do what you say. No man can do it now. It's my thing. So what? She told me you used to link. She told me you couldn't beat anyway. So
now you got chat.
Now you got chat. What you want to be, bro? Blood. This is my thing now, bro.
Okay,
you can't do what man's doing.
The limp one.
You can't do what man's doing. You see how man's living, but you ain't put on this. You ain't see the new bag I just copped above. You can't
do that something like me. Yeah, I didn't have to get no fuck.
No, but I'm saying,
like legging that in the fucking back of the bush.
No, but
go wife her, pussy.
No, but I'm saying, but when you,
will be upset.
No, I can't like that. That might have to. But when you're, I just thought about it. You know what I mean? But
but essentially, she gave the honesty, so you can deal with it. You can work with that. Yeah.
And remember, you said to me, you don't expect her to be a virgin.
Yeah.
To be truthful.
Yes.
See, that's what I was. Yeah. So then we're getting somewhere because I was just saying. Someone's gonna have some story on your girl.
No, my thing is this. I don't. So I expect to be truthful, and I don't expect to be a badass. So I don't want to be in a scenario where, because then the relationship was based upon lies. It's a fallacy. You know what I'm trying to say to you, innit? Yeah, and I don't want that. I just want to know that if you tell me this is what it is, this is what it is. Do you get
me? I've got the choice.
Yeah, I got the choice, innit? You know what I'm trying to say to you? And if it is mad, then, you know, you have to be understanding, like your actions can affect you. Bro, this is why people do CRB checks, my guy. If you go and commit certain crimes, you can't commit certain jobs. It doesn't matter how nice you are. It doesn't matter how much you've changed. People are going to say to you, you know what, yeah, I understand, but unfortunately you can't apply for this position. That's the same thing with a high body count. You get me? It's the exact same thing as you. It's a job. And people want to know your last history, you know what I'm trying to say to you? Just like boyfriends and relationships. Like, if you had previously walked out of all your jobs and you tried to go to a new job, what do you think they would think? What do you think they would do?
Hey, tickets.
Are they willing to hire you?
You little walkout bastard.
Because you've got a proven history for walking out of jobs, and that's how we look at women. Because women leave relationships 80% of the time. Because women are hypergamous, and they will just go, depending on whatever. And this is why I will say to man, was having a discussion on Pearl's show about why you shouldn't cry to a woman and never cry to a woman. And we had
we have that discussion all the time. But
I hope no one's here is advocating for crying to a woman.
No, crying to a woman. No, crying is talking. You know
what? Like,
you know when we give them the information that they.
I was talking physically crying, but I'm also talking about being with your problems and that.
That's what I'm talking. Remember we said that? And they fling it in your face.
Never.
No, I'm just checking that we're on the same page. Because I had some man there.
The moment they throw it to you,
bro. I had some man there, and they just wasn't understanding the concept of not crying to a woman and being the rock. And women are hypergamous. But when she sees you crying, bro, and you've got do you know what your face looks like with the snot and the shit? Have you seen your face when you cry?
Yeah, I've had to look in the mirror to man up.
Yeah,
one time I was crying. Yeah,
that's the image that's gonna be staying with a snot dripping down your nose. Your lips quivering.
Harlem shaking with the lip.
That's gonna be the image that stays in your missus' head.
Why don't you open up to me? Show me that side of you.
It's emotional. Don't.
Because the moment we get into an argument, it's flung in your face.
Remember nowadays crying about you flipping dead, man? Don't fuck. Raw.
Yeah,
raw. Because that you wanted to hurt me that day. That I went
straight. They
won't go to that lengths, bro.
Remember you was crying about your dead mother.
I know someone. His dad died of cancer, and his gal left him because he just wasn't the same again. Man couldn't get over it. Do you know what I felt like? Basically, your dad's passed away. You're not the same person anyway, but she's got. But you're not the same.
And you're weak at this moment. You're weak. You're weak. You're weak. Disgusting.
It's not her fault, blood. It's in her bones. She's hypergamous. Women don't understand this. This is what I'm trying to say to you. Do not get tricked out of your position. Do not ever feel you're comfortable enough to cry for a girl. Any girl that made me feel like that she's not with me, she's actually married to someone else. I know he ain't crying to her. Yeah. And I can be honest. Don't do like. I've been through some of the hardest things in my life, bro. Yeah, and I've never one thing I'll never let my mum see me cry, because as soon as my mum sees me cry, she's gonna break down herself, because she's gonna think, oh my gosh, my son is breaking down. But this must be a very big problem. Do you get me? Yeah. So don't cry to your boy, bro. Come to your friend, because if you come to your friend, if you come to work, he never sees you cry. He knows if he can be like, fucking hell, something's wrong. And he's going to move to it in a way. If you cry to your gal, blood, all it's going to do is show her that, oh, you know what, actually, he's not as strong in times of power. And women need to know that you're a rock. No matter what happens, your leadership needs to be trusted, and you're not going to falter, my guy.
Brother, about 17, 18, I went through it with a gal. Like, something happened, I think, I don't know what happened, and I was breaking down about one of my cousins being ill. Man was like, it was emotional. Man had the tears coming, man was crying, but just wiping to try not, you know what I'm saying? Oh no, it's all right, babe. Don't hug me, because you're just making man cry more. Fast forward a year later, she done some fuckery. I was like, listen, you need to not phone me no more. You're an idiot. Like, listen, you need to leave me alone. Oh, she get the violins out, you're gonna cry again. You know that moment, I walked out of work. I walked out of work. I was going to a workplace to write her off at a workplace.
Oh my
I didn't make it there, but I heard that, I walked out of work.
Yeah, that's
I walked out of work because I had my car, but I was so angry I was walking towards the workplace.
Man said I had my car, but I was just walking.
You know that way you're going
head gone.
Yeah, head gone. Oh, should we get a violin? You're gonna cry again. And I was like, raw, at man's weak moment. Man didn't even want to cry, and the tears were coming. And you tried to make the tears come more, and then you're gonna say, you fuck up.
Yeah, normal.
Trust me, from that age there, fuck that ever again.
Right off, man.
Ever again in life. Ever. Ever.
Yeah, you can't.
Put myself,
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah, just hold it still.
Just don't cry, bro.
Just don't cry.
You can't really tell them anything.
No, you can't.
Tell them anything, man. Nothing.
No, because you know what it is.
Personal.
They're all cool. They could be, when they're backed into a corner, rare. Oh, shut up, man. Why do you fucking, oh, shut up, man, with your uncle's fucking bent leg. That ain't got nothing to do with the rubbish, bitch.
Ain't got nothing to
but
do
you're
with
in
the
corner,
argument, you know?
So you're like, shit, where am I throwing that? Raw. Like, that's acid.
I said, what am I throwing out now?
There's acid in your face. That was cold.
Yeah, you know, fuck you know.
Yeah, that's bro.
But God didn't give them the physical strength, because if He did, there'd be so much domestic violence, bro. These girls, the way they're vicious with their mouth. Imagine they could box you and they could get away with it. They could have you up.
Bro, I'm on it like, oh, mate. You know what? I was on a show last night with Pearl's show, and I'm suffering from PTSD from that show, man. I'm not even.
I see you tweet. Go on, tell us. Yeah, we've got 10 minutes. Come on, tell us about it, Chad. Go.
What happened?
Like, I just.
He's proper stressed.
I haven't been able to check the clips of the show because it's taking me back to early hours. I had to let it go. I posted a picture because I was like, I can't post a picture.
Yeah, I see that earlier.
I was like, I'm posting a picture because I'm still suffering from PTSD from the show. Enjoy the picture. I'll do the clip.
Listen, enjoy the picture.
Yeah, because I just couldn't listen to this thing, and it's. So when I'm on these platforms, I don't mind having discourse, don't mind having debates, I don't mind having speaking, but I'm not here to fight women. Like, what do you do with a woman that won't fall back in the femininity? What do you do? A woman that won't submit, what do you do?
Just keep it moving, bro.
No, but exactly. But okay,
That's the only thing.
I like, and this is what I even like that what you've gone and what you man have said, because in the past I've argued with gal blood, and to be fair, that's a feminine thing to be going back and forth with gal, because men just say what it is, and if you're not trying to hear it, we're out. You know what I'm trying to say to you. But when
my gal always says like, why you always dismiss arguments? Why you always? I said, bro, the argument ain't good for my mental. I ain't got time for that. It's long. You get me?
Because you're man, you're like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, you dismiss it, but so she was just the epitome of just trauma, anger, the way she used her language, the words. It was just the world, just everyone's problem but hers. Yeah, but the problem is she was blaming men and she wouldn't take any accountability. And I had an issue with her saying that she had, I don't know, been assaulted by a boss before. And I asked her, did you report it? And then she was like, no. And I was like, why didn't you report it? And she was so basically making all the excuses for it. And I just said, well, it's a common thing that we hear women speak about all these different things, but whenever we ask them why didn't you report it, they always say they didn't report it. So I was like, said if you're that scared, then especially my thing is this: if there's men doing stuff like this, we want to get them found and get them gone. Yeah. So if you know that a man did this and he was a lot older than you, and this was when you were 17 and now you're 33 years old, then you've let this man continue to go out there and possibly do it to other, and he can come and do it to my sister. Do you get me? Yeah. So this is because you've let him get. So look at the logic I'm using, and then that's how it started. But we will skate around and everything. Then I think this is what got to me as well. They were like, oh yeah. You know, if a man lies to a woman about his job, for example, if he's a bin man, nothing wrong with being a bin man. Yeah, nothing. A bin man because they make a lot of money. Come on, they keep making man's life easier. But she was like, oh, if he's a bin man, but he says he's a footballer, then I sleep with him, or a baller, and he and he lies to me, then technically that is SA.
Sexual assault.
Yeah. Bro,
how?
Bro,
how?
Because you manipulate. I wouldn't have given you the vagina unless.
Hold on. What? So wait, Wonder Bra, girdles, all these things you got on in that sexual assault you're doing. Because the package you sold me was this.
What is about if it's the other way around? It's the other way around. Imagine I've got a bredrin that was a footballer. Yeah. That used to do the opposite and told girls that he worked in Tesco's. Yeah. And then but obviously if they found out, they're more that he's a footballer. So it's not gonna be sexual assault because he's trying to get away. He's doing it in the reason to get proper women because he didn't want to.
But they meant it.
They meant it, and it's not that they meant it. It's something that they're trying to make happen now. Innit? Like this,
it's trying to make that happen now.
They're trying to make that happen. No, like people like that's something.
If you give a different career.
No, they're talking about this is something how they can see it. Yeah. So then I said, okay. So then what about body count? And I said, if that's the case, then I was like, okay, cool. If a girl lies about a body count, then technically, and a man marries on a man, whatever it takes, or on a relationship, technically you're doing the same thing because you're manipulating. And then she was like, then she was trying to argue about, no, it's not the same thing. And I was like, oh, you women cuss men for height and that. You do all types of things. And then I was like, oh, you can control. She's like, oh, I said, you can control your body count. You don't have to open up your legs. And then she was getting stumped by stuff like that. And then there was another one. I was like, well, if that's the case, then I want to see. You'll see the clip. I want to post it. I just still suffering from PTSD. It's like if you have fake hair. If you had those girls in there which had collagen in their lips, you get me, Botox. You've got fake nails. You have got fake tattoo. I said, if there's any type
even
of
fake eyes,
you know. I said, if there's anything on you, women. I said, you need to take off all of that stuff in it, and then we need to go from that point because technically all of that is manipulation and lying.
100%.
Do you get me? Yeah.
Full SAS.
And you're lying to get all these filters that you use on
SAS.
Instagram. That's the same thing. They just didn't like it, and this is what I'm trying to say. When a place,
when
you hold a mirror up to them.
No, cause I done that on Clubhouse. Yeah, I made a title. They ridiculed man, mashed out man's whole business, everything. Yeah.
No, they mashed out man's whole business.
But we was raising money for Black women's business every week with like Sideman and off the wall comedy and all of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I made one room that said my real Black queens don't wear filter. Yeah. But if you want to see, bro, the gal them were, bro, vex. Yeah, mashed up man's whole thing. Yeah, man, don't know, yeah, bro, because how I looked at it, I'm saying, and I still stand by that. That was like 2 years ago, they tried to pop down man's whole thing. But my thing is, the real Black queens don't wear, I don't want to go go on a woman's Instagram and every single picture is a filter. So then, who are you then?
But if I go on my TikTok,
who are you,
Shout Alicia Keys.
I don't mind. Listen, what I'm saying is, I don't. You know, some gal can use the filters. I don't mind if you're having fun with the filters or whatever.
Every day,
blah blah blah. Cool, but as long as man want to see some real pictures somewhere, innit? Don't.
But they're scared of the
your
real
whole
pictures.
thing can't be filter, fam.
Yeah.
It can't be.
Bro,
Yeah.
if I look at my TikTok, yeah, I just get on Insta, but more TikTok because it's the algorithm. That I just get so many people mad, I get so many women mad is because men have not spoken like this. You do realise this. Like, we don't have a voice. Whenever we have a voice, they shut them down. They try to destroy them. They try to
demonize
them and try to make all types of... You get me? You know? You've seen it happen with the people...
No, keep going, Carl. We're going to get in this.
I'm
this
saying,
is a good combo as well.
So we don't have a voice, right? And this is part of the reason why I take what I'm doing quite important, because it happened organically, and ever since it's happened, it's been going well. But then the pushback, and what is the real pushback? What? Just men speaking about in ways we haven't spoken before, speaking about our feelings, talking about having standards, talking about what we want from our women, like talking about being protectors. What is so bad about that?
But when you say that, yeah, do you think that men haven't had a voice, or this is the first time they're actually hearing man talk? Because these ain't things that we haven't spoken about with the man them back in the day, match of the day, no phones, we're in the front room having these combos. Then obviously BBM comes, WhatsApp. In man them WhatsApp group, we're having real conversations.
It's not outside.
Voice.
No,
It's like internal.
It's not. But it is a voice to a certain extent. It's just a voice amongst.
Because man will say these things in WhatsApp group, but still clout down the girl that's got the fake stuff on.
But listen to what I'm saying, fam. Before man interrupt, I'm saying we've always spoken about this, but we've spoken amongst ourselves. Now, within the last 10 years, 5 years, the platforms is open where everybody's being able to talk together with everyone. Man, see it with Clubhouse for the last 3 years. There's a platform where everyone can be on a stage and there's women and men talking at the same time. It's like a personal WhatsApp group between men and women now. You get what I'm saying? So now the things that we've been saying in the man them WhatsApp group, or the things that we've been talking about and how we talk wild to each other, now we're bringing it to a platform and women can't fathom, right, is this how the man them really talk? We've been talking like this, fam.
But it wasn't a done thing to be doing it like. Yeah, because back in the day,
we've been but as you said, you got a girlfriend. There's
but they haven't heard it.
No. But there is gal that's heard it. These newfound gal that man don't know where they come from or what part of the world don't understand. But the gal that we chat to in the ends, the gal that we have friends with, that you said that the beginning of the episode, you said you was chatting to your friend and. You get me? You have that conversations with her, so you have an understanding of people around you. Now when you come out into the wide world, yeah, and even it's the same for the man them. Like, bro, there's gal like this, bro. Like, but gal want to ridicule man.
But when so But nothing that we're saying is misogynistic. In actual fact,
I know.
I can go on social media now. I could go and I can find you women talking about how to finesse men, women how to trap men. I could tell you women cussing short men, women cussing men with funny pieces. But there's the misogyny against men is crazy, blood.
Mm-hmm.
How many platforms do you think? And we just speak about what we want and standards, and look what happens, blood. And this is why I say it's very important that we speak about things, because if we don't, then it's like we don't care. And if I have to be the only voice screaming it out, I'll be the only voice screaming it out. Because there's something that happens when you're willing to stand when everybody else stands. You get the corn, of course you're gonna get the corn, but you're also gonna get the jewels and the rewards for doing it. Trust me, this is how it works, bro. Because like it starts off like very negative, and all of a sudden that actually starts getting off really good. Me even being here sitting down with you guys based upon what I'm doing is testimony to what I'm talking about. Do you get me? You know what I mean? Me being on DMD podcast is only because of all the stuff that I put out. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Regardless of our relationship as a friend, you've always supported me on any given thing. But I can come
different, but now
and I can bring something to your show.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? And I have a whole. We have, like we said, we haven't even got in dealt with what we can do, and I want to. Because we're able to do it now. It's only because I want to
run another episode.
It's only because I want to talk about. Hey, you want to know about Wes, you know? The streets, you know?
Hey, you don't know about Wes, you know?
You don't know about Wes, you know?
I'm about to drink water, you know? And I'm minding business.
Yeah, Charlie, you need to come back. We need a part 2. The people need to understand about Wes.
You don't know about Wes doing Hey, Wes, man.
No, I think we got another half an hour.
No,
Sunday, you know.
I
had a dinner yet and thing, you know.
I'll save it, but my relationship with obviously Wes, it goes a long time, and I would like to talk about it.
Yeah, we will, man.
But I've got stories as well, fam.
Because I want to
mix and match stories.
You know, talk about how relationships can develop and how things can go and how supporting your friends' businesses and how it all goes full circle. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Even when you ain't got nothing, why it's good just to support a man's thing. Just, you know, like, I didn't even know from when I was like, remember from before when I said, I didn't even know this was your show, remember? I was like, wow, is this you? I didn't even know that. Them times there. And I was like, oh shit, let me
and then from there was love.
But I didn't even know you was doing that.
I
swear to God. I was like, and this was 2 years ago, or whatever it was.
Yeah, we were waiting for drinks for time.
Yeah. No, I got you.
No,
you know what, when I come back, I'll bring it. That's going to be the show where we can talk about the other stuff.
Yeah.
We can split up. But my thing is this, innit? It's just, you know, like, I'm grateful for the opportunities that I'm getting now. But I understand it's important, and I've spoken to enough men to know that, like, you guys have a platform here. You already have something that's built that I would like to build. And when I say that, it's because I still have to go on this journey of building my own platform.
You're going the right way.
You know what I'm trying to say to you? But I can already look at people and being around the right people and say, right, these men have got, you know what I mean? These men have already, you know what I mean, really got their things together and keeping it consistent. Doesn't matter if it drops a little bit or sometimes you have to go do, but as long as you man have still got the thing and you're still getting the guests. Bro, how many million views on that last clip?
That's mad. How was it
on like 6.5 mil. I
thought it was last time I saw it was on 5 mil.
Yeah, it's on 6.5 now still. It's
it's 5 mil.
It's gone crazy. So when you were saying about the thing and it just going.
Yeah, and then it can get legs and that, innit? So
we're authentic. I think keeping it real is just the way forward, man. You might get some people that don't feeling it, but the majority of the world understand realness, innit?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, man. All this pandering thing.
Nah, man.
No way.
Man, don't
No
ever.
way.
We're
going to deal with the pandas. We're going to deal with pandas. Panda bear, man.
But yeah, man, I big up everyone for locking in this week, man. We're gonna have a part 2 to this.
Come on.
I'm not gonna lie, you get me?
So yeah, man, just wanna
socials.
Yeah, look, my name is Chyna, the Bandem's voice. Make sure you get me on Instagram. My name is Chyna, that's with a Y. TikTok, my name is Chyna with a Y, and YouTube as well. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I just wanted to shout out to the DMD podcast. I want to shout out to these man there. They're definitely doing their thing. Thank you for having me down. Like, bro, I appreciate it, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
No,
you're with the man.
Like, I genuinely enjoyed the conversation.
Yeah, man. It was sick. We could have went
time just went past.
Yeah,
that time flew, you know.
We
didn't even get into half of what we could have got into, you know.
But I definitely have to come back, bro.
You have to.
I need to tell you, man, about Wes. I need to tell you.
They're gonna want to know that. Interested to know. You get me?
I don't know about Wes, you know.
Yeah, we have to do
Jacket and that Wes, you know.
Why, bro?
95s and that, you know.
You're more than welcome.
That's a 95, man.
You're the man them, so you can roll through, man.
I don't know.
You get me? Yeah, man. Whenever you're ready, man, just let the man them know and we'll just pattern it.
Or bring a man as a special guest on the live show or something, cause
yeah.
might be cringe.
What he said, you see what? Hey, listen, you get me on the live, I'm gonna bring an army of my guys with me, man. So I'm saying to shout out to all the chat guys because I'm really feeling there's some brotherhood that's been created right now, and I never knew it was gonna happen, but I'm literally interacting and speaking to men all across the world, bro. I got in my DMs, I get them every single day, and it's like they feel what's going on and they want us to do this thing, and I just want to get with more men where we can have this conversation, and also more women as well where we can have this conversation, because we can't do it by ourselves, you know what I mean? Just like the women can't be strong and independent by themselves. It's we need to get together and we need to kind of, you know.
Yeah, there's things that they bring that we need so we can function as well. Yeah.
No man is an island.
Yeah. But that's what let me stop because I'm going to finish the episode.
No, I think this episode this week is going to be called
You had your time.
You
had your time, Tyrone.
Because if we leave it too late, you don't smoke.
Yeah.
Typos and all sorts.
man.
I told you, man.
Capital letter in the wrong place.
It's going to be, why is it always a Tyrone?
Why is it always Tyrone?
Why is it always Tyrone?
Yeah, that might be the one still.
Why Tyrone?
Yeah.
Why Tyrone?
Why Ty?
Ty is going to be fuming when he sees that episode. You know?
Tyrone's going to be like, hey.
Yeah, trust me. But yeah, man, big up everyone for listening. Obviously, you know what to do. If you're sending any topics, dilemmas, dmdlive.co.uk. You get me?
Oh, you gonna do that dilemma?
Nah, we'll do that next week. You get me?
Cowboy Skinny.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were going to miss it.
Oh, yeah, shout.
You got-
Did it cut off?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, like, bro, you know things are going alright when you got yourself a little. What can I stand up? How's it gonna look?
I don't know how it's gonna look.
Shout to alright when you got yourself a little. What can I stand up? How's it gonna look?
I don't know how it's gonna look.
Shout to Screwface Forever for hooking me up with this. You get me? You know what? They gave me a care package. I haven't had to think about what I'm wearing for a podcast for a good 3 weeks.
We need a care package.
Hello, Screwface. Well gone. Let's give you a little promotion on the DMD.
man. No love out here, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, well gone, Screwface Forever still.
You know what? Every time I go on a platform and I say that, people like, yeah, where's my care pack? And to be fair, do you know Official Miriam? She does the.
Oh yeah, he was on the podcast the other day.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, he was on
she's
there.
about to drop it soon.
Yeah, you know what? She actually said to me, she's about to drop it. Yeah, so obviously, she was on the platform with me, and then obviously he see that we're working together. He reached her out, and next minute she's like, "Yeah, I've got a care pack coming." I was like, "Damn, Miriam got a care pack." Yeah, you need to hook up my man with a care pack.
Come on,
look free, man. This guy as well. He's gonna make your tops look good.
Fam, let me fling the arms in there, man. You know.
I don't think they do a size for that, bro.
You ever get the Hulk version?
Trust me. Tread below to get one of those. Trust me.
Now no interview request come true and I'm vexed, but yeah.
Say, I'm skinny.